Is it live?
Yeah, it's live.
Oh shit!
I'm ready for the
podcast.
You hit my head.
Yo, this shit is right up in my ass.
What?
My pants.
Yo, Kobe is first.
Kobe always on it. For real though, my pants. Whew.
I can see your bulge.
See my bulge?
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to get the. Let me get the tablet ready. Welcome.
What a tablet.
What? Right in my hand.
Oh. Excuse me.
Where you going?
To get my chai latte.
You got a chai latte.
Yeah. Remember when?
How do you work this?
Remember when you said, was there apples?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Yeah, I got it. Got the code. All right, guys. Welcome.
I'm trying to read it from over there because.
Don't even worry about that.
Okay.
Welcome.
Trying to get comfortable.
Today's live stream is obviously a little different. Ain't no game. Where the game at?
This ain't Fortnite.
What's that? This ain't PUBG.
Oh, let me fix my pants.
What are you,
This,
what are you doing?
I don't know if y'all were in here right away.
Huh?
But I gave myself the fattest wedgie. Shit went right up in my ass. Okay. Okay. I'm ready to go.
Are you?
Hello.
That's the chat. That's what this looks like.
Yeah, that's what that looks like.
This is disgusting.
Yeah, it's not fun.
This is disgusting. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not cool. Can I have it?
Yeah.
Sweet.
All right. So everybody in the chat, sounding off on the predictions.
What up, Griffin? It's a boo. Yeah, everybody just vision dies. Hiss.
He's a boo. His.
Ask who is first. Who was first?
Kobe. I saw you first.
Kobe, you always first.
Yeah,
man.
Kobe. I saw Kobe first. All right, but
always first.
remember, this isn't a traditional live stream. This is a
Obviously not.
podcast. So
Right.
let's jump into it.
Why'd you trail off like that?
What's up, Jarheads? Oh yes.
Oh, do that again.
It's not edited. This is live.
It's edited. Go do it again. I'm gonna cut that cut.
Cut. Okay. Gotta give you airspace.
3, 2, go ahead.
What's up, Jarheads?
Oh yes.
Welcome to the first ever, but not really, live podcast.
Live.
Yeah, the live podcast live. This is experimental. This is the first time we're trying this under the new format. For those of you who followed us a while ago,
We used to do live podcasts.
we used to do. I know Andrew was there since these
Oh
days.
yeah. Griffin, I think was.
No,
Always...
Griffin,
No, he wasn't. No,
Griffin
no,
wasn't.
no, he
Andrew,
wasn't.
I think Andrew was one of the few
Andrew was
people.
like
Andrew, unfortunately, those guys.
and Jay. No, Jay what?
No, those are all.
think
Those are our Raiders.
But
But-
neither here or there.
Back a couple years ago, we used to do a show called Super Fun Time Show every
That's right.
Sunday, where we would discuss news and stuff like that. And
And then
it got me in a lot of trouble with social justice
Did
warriors.
it really?
Yeah, on
Really?
on Facebook and all
Well,
that
it's
stuff.
because you're not very articulate when it comes
I'm
to
very
your points.
articulate. It's just people are little bitches. But anyway, look, that's not what this is.
Mm-mm.
But we have done live podcasts before, so this
Yes.
is it's gonna be fun, obviously. But this time, you guys are the audience members, and you can participate.
We also did have a live podcast when E3 was coming out as well. We also did a live podcast for that. We did predictions, not far from how we have it now. What you looking at?
I'm
Well,
don't worry about it. Just go.
well, you
Just
told me
just keep talking.
You kept looking at it. So
Keep
I was looking at
talking.
it. But we did have a podcast before where we were talking about E3 predictions, and now we're doing predictions for Avengers because it comes out when, Alex?
Tomorrow
Tomorrow
for us.
for us or anybody else who goes sees it early. But
Yeah.
we are gonna see it early.
What up, Otaku? So today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna rank Marvel movies in
Mhm.
order. Feel free to give us your order down below. All 18 movies.
We're gonna go through all 18 movies.
Fuck, we're gonna go through all 18 movies.
I have the list of the movies
Okay.
right here. So in case people forget. So we're gonna talk about all the movies leading up to Infinity War, and then also what we think that's gonna happen in Infinity War. It's a big 10-year plan for Marvel. It's huge. What?
He said Snape kills Hulk.
I knew it.
That's what he said. Look,
knew it.
man.
I knew
Look,
Snape
you're playing
killed
games
Hulk.
with me, John. I'm gonna grab that notebook real quick, so I can write down, because it's 18 movies. I don't want to do that thing where we fucking forget.
The makeshift?
Yeah.
To get a makeshift
What?
notebook
It's a real notebook.
for the pot. All right. Well, I'm taking the tablet again.
The real notebook.
Taking the tablet again. Hold on. Marvel movies ranked: Iron Man 2. The rest is trash.
All right.
Isn't Iron Man 2 like one of the bad ones?
Depends who you are. Okay, so
Griffin is best.
all right, so let's jump into it. So
I'm gonna go down the list.
We're gonna go from worst to best.
Yeah, can I say the movies?
Yeah,
first,
yeah, I know, but I was just saying that's the order we're gonna go.
Yeah, we were
All right.
explaining.
All right.
All right. So chronologically, not counting Avengers: Infinity War, there's been 18 movies in total, leading from
God
Iron
damn.
Man 1 all the way to Black Panther.
Does this include the Hulk?
Yes, that's part of the MCU.
Not Eric Bana, so the other one.
Edward
The
Norton.
Incredible Hulk.
What the fuck you talking about?
That's the movie, Incredible
The
Hulk.
one with the Edward Norton. Yeah,
Okay.
that counts.
All right.
All right, and I was sitting on this the other day too, but like there's literally a post-credit stinger with Iron Man in it,
Yeah.
so it's canon.
Guys, I got this album.
We got that's not important.
I was getting my laptop.
All right, so
So I can see
these are
Texas.
all the movies.
Yeah.
Starting. All right, so we got Iron Man 1. That's what started it. Obviously, it's Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
Then the Incredible Hulk, the one with Edward Norton before Mark Ruffalo took the spot.
Yeah, and that's when Iron Man came in the post-credit
Mhm.
scene.
So yeah, so that's when it was like canon.
Yeah.
And then the sequel to Iron Man, which was jump-starting the Avengers. And then there's Thor, which is a piece of shit. That's probably going to be at the bottom. And then Captain America, the First Avenger.
Right.
Right? And then all those movies culminated into the first Avengers movie, which was the shit. Then Iron Man 3. Damn, really? Iron Man 3 came out right after Avengers? I didn't know that. I don't remember that. And then the sequel to Thor, which is The Dark World, came out after that. The sequel to that one. And then Winter Soldier, which was also the shit. And then Guardians of the Galaxy came out, which was the shit. And then Ultron came out, which was it was not good.
That was okay.
Then Ant-Man came out, which was Then we got Civil War, which was sick. Damn, really? Then Doctor Strange came out, which was okay. That was alright. Then Volume 2 for Guardians of the Galaxy came out. That shit was ass. Homecoming. Then Ragnarok. Then Black Panther.
How come I want to do the noise for Ragnarok?
Okay.
Tell me Ragnarok again.
Ragnarok. Alright, and then Black Panther. What was that?
Well, that was okay.
So, for this list, I want to go into like each movie, talking about them, and like also ranking them at the same time. I feel like we're gonna do that, like discuss why they deserve to be where they're at.
We're gonna
right?
put them in there.
And again, feel free to sound off in the comments what you think about the movies.
Yeah.
Which ones are your favorite? I know Griffin said that he likes Iron Man 1, which of course Iron Man 1's the best. Iron Man 2, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? But alright. What do you? We're starting from the bottom, right? Like
We're yeah.
shit.
So not even shit. Just ranking them in order.
What up, Pop? You ranking them in order?
Yeah. Where'd you get that?
I just looked up a Google image search of it because if you look up lists, it's just like ugly.
Because I need a
Wikipedia has like the spreadsheet for it, but it's split up into phases, which is ugly.
I don't care about the phases. That's cool.
Yeah, but they have like all the movies stuff to it. Like, oh, this was directed by this person. It was by this year, and then like all this blah blah blah. Like I just looked up the list.
Is this image correct before we get started here?
It's literally just a long ass.
Is it this?
No, because Jessica Jones and Agents of Shield's right there.
Fuck.
What up, Nicholas? I rewatched both, and I gotta say Black Panther. That's
No.
no, and we'll get into that as well.
Okay.
I want to get into each movie individually. What did I just look?
Google? What'd you Google?
Just MCU movies in order.
MCU movies
In order.
In order.
Yeah. It's like this is graded like. It's just like a long strip. That one.
This one? Okay. Okay.
That's the list.
Okay.
So
Got
you
it.
can see it.
Got it.
All right. My bad, y'all. This is the first time we haven't done this in a bit. It's been a minute.
Fun fact: this is the first time we're actually like looking
Yeah,
at.
we're
stuff.
actually organized this time for the most part. We got lists and shit. We never do that.
Okay. So
Deadpool isn't in the MCU.
see, I'm already triggered by the rankings I haven't heard. All right. So okay, got the list here. So let's go.
Kenny, no.
So let's go into it. Are you sure it's 18 movies? Whatever. Fuck it.
It is 18 movies.
So starting at the bottom. Oh, the bottom is difficult.
See, I have a few movies that I would put at the bottom,
Yeah.
and man, Kenny's over here trying to. He's
Kenny's trying to trigger.
He's triggering because all of that's just false.
Yeah, that's false.
At the bottom, I would put the first Thor movie. Matter of fact, you know what? I would put the first Thor movie, and I didn't like the first Avenger. I didn't like the first Captain America movie.
For me, if we're gonna do that, I would put.
I feel like the first two solo movies, like the first outings.
I give it to Thor. I think
really-
Thor.
I feel like Thor didn't do a good job. Like as far as introducing the characters to the first time to people, that was like not a good. It wasn't a good first outing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yep.
yep.
So
Anyway, so like the first that movie was like I remember watching it and I remember not giving a shit about Thor.
yeah, because
It was just a shitty movie.
Thor doesn't. His character wasn't fully developed at that time, in my opinion.
And-
so
and they were
he was
trying to-
just a pretty boy with the hair and all powerful, and they were trying to give him a backstory. No, I don't care.
And
I don't care.
and they try to do the whole. I know like Chris Hemsworth goes on record saying it is like they try to do the whole Shakespearean because he's from this other world, so he has to speak in a certain way.
Yeah.
And it was like the only things that made that movie was when he was like when he was joking around with shit that he didn't understand, and like that was funny. And like I'm glad that now in the new movies they're tailoring more towards that.
Yeah.
So I like that.
So-
But I think
Thor.
I would say Thor is like the bottom tier.
Yeah. So Thor number 1. Well, number 18.
Yeah, like that's ranked 18.
So Thor's 18. Moving on from there, I would put the Incredible Hulk.
Really?
Yeah. That
Why?
movie was bad, dude.
That wasn't that bad.
That movie was bad.
That wasn't that bad.
The Edward Norton Hulk was
Yeah.
bad. The main villain was trash.
Well, yeah.
Which there's really nothing that could compete with Hulk except another Hulk, and that's what they ended up doing in this movie.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the MCU, so you had that the now cliche of just the anti-version.
Yeah. So, Nicholas, we're doing a podcast, man. That's why we're discussing Marvel movies.
We're just
'cause
discussing
Infinity
Marvel,
War comes
yeah.
out tomorrow. Exactly. All the more reason why it deserves to be down there. You hardly remember that movie. I guarantee you do not.
I do
Unless you've
remember
seen
that
it
movie.
recently, you
I
don't remember it.
I remember that movie.
No, you don't.
I do.
There you don't. You're full of shit.
I
You're,
lo-
you're
I-
full of shit for the podcast.
I enjoyed that movie. I actually like that movie.
What would you put second then? Where real quick off the top, where would you put that movie?
That movie, not towards the top, but it would be at the bottom, not like second to last.
I think it goes second.
Maybe
to
like
last.
third to last, or like fourth to last.
It's the Incredible Bulk. So okay, what would you put then after that?
I would say the Captain America, the first one.
You put the first Avenger over
Yeah.
the Incredible Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Fair, because that was gonna be my next one anyway.
Because I feel like they're both interchangeable for the fact that that first movie for Captain America didn't it was like Thor. It didn't do a good job.
Okay, you know what? No, I'll give you that because that movie was fucking boring.
It was boring.
That
And
was fucking
it
boring.
wasn't. You can tell Chris Hemsworth. Chris Evans wasn't. He didn't get into the role just yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
It
we
wasn't
got-
a good first outing either.
So we got Thor, Cap 1, and then I'll put in the Incredible Hulk on there.
That's fair. That's what I was
Alright.
gonna do.
So Thor 1, then Hulk.
Which is crazy because it's literally like the first movies
Yeah. Well,
that are not Iron Man.
because you got to realize that at that time, the superhero formula was being developed.
Right.
They didn't have that cookie cutter formula
Mhm.
fully developed yet, which made movies like Black Panther successful. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because if Black Panther would have came out back then,
that shit would have got
it'd
shit
be
on.
trash.
Yeah.
So from that, let's move on to fucking the one after that. So let's see, we already knocked out Hulk. We already knocked out Thor 1
Mm-hmm.
and Captain America 1.
Right.
See, this is where it starts to get difficult.
Because you're heading towards like the middle areas.
Yeah.
Like
I know my tops. I know what's my
Mhm.
5, you know?
Yeah.
I know my top 5.
Oh man, I'm
leaning towards putting either Galaxy 2 or Ant-Man.
These are like I have a handful of and I don't know like where to put them.
Yeah.
And like the bottom three, the bottom three were like the first non-Iron Man, so like Thor, Avenger, like Thor, Captain America, and Hulk. And then I have Ant-Man. Not even Ant-Man. Guardians 2.
Yeah.
Ant-Man, and there's another one, Iron Man 2.
Yeah, those are the I'm
Those
on
are the
same
three
ones.
where I'm not sure where to put them, but I'm like those would be like down the list. And if I had to go with like fourth,
So remember, we got Thor, Cap 1, Hulk. I want to
oh boy, ain't even.
I want to put Ant-Man there.
You want to put Ant-Man in fourth?
No.
Oh, Thor 2. I forgot about Thor 2. Thor 2 would be. You know what? Thor 2 would be at the bottom too. It would be fourth.
I liked Thor: The Dark World better than I did one.
I did too, but it's not. It's definitely not the best.
I would put it fourth.
I think it would be. I think it's a good fourth.
Yeah, and that's interchangeable with Hulk. I forgot about Thor too.
Yeah,
I
I also forgot about Thor too.
There's so many movies, so I would put it. Yeah, no, I would put it fourth.
Yeah,
but interchangeable with the Hulk movie for sure. I forgot that was a movie.
I forgot. I saw Thor 2 in the comment, and I was like, Nicholas told me, I was like, oh shit. Then Ant-Man. See, but this is the thing though. I enjoyed Ant-Man more than I enjoyed Guardians 2.
Ant-Man had a lot of funny moments. Ant-Man had a lot of moments that I particularly enjoyed for the character.
Yeah.
Guardians 2,
I was bored.
I disliked that movie.
I didn't like it.
Wholeheartedly.
And for the fact that they literally took the formula of the first one, which what made it so funny and unique, and then just they just did the same thing again. It's like they didn't even. It was like they didn't even try with that shit.
Griffin. Oh God. Why? Why would you? Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna do my list. We're gonna do our list, and then I want like a Griffin list on the side, just so I can, just so I can be mad.
It's just a Griffin list.
Yeah. You know what? I would have to put Guardians 2 now.
And then Ant-Man.
And then no, Ant-Man goes a little higher for me personally.
That's what I'm saying.
No, a little higher.
A little higher
Yeah,
than.
because honestly, I would put
So would
Ant-Man over Age of Ultron.
that yeah.
See what I'm saying? Because Age of Ultron.
I also forgot about that too.
Yeah, but Age of Ultron doesn't deserve to be at the bottom.
Age of Ultron's more towards the middle. Because that's exactly what it was. It was like it was mediocre at best.
So yeah, in my opinion, Ant-Man would go over Age of Ultron, not because the story sucked or whatever, just because that movie was all over the fucking place, and like
It was just an average. It was just
it was okay at best.
yeah.
See, I know my top 5. It's just this fucking list.
Yeah.
Iron Man 2.
See, but Iron Man 2 was also like. I used to like it, but then thinking back to it, I was like, that one's. So I think
I put Guardians 2.
I'd put Guardians.
Guardians 2.
So the list we got now, our list, is
Not Griffin's list.
no. So the worst to the top right now we have what 4 or 5?
We have 5 right now. We have Thor, Captain America 1, Hulk, Thor 2, and Guardians 2. The more I see this list. No, we're fine for now.
I'm okay with that list for now.
So okay. So then moving on from there, I would have to see Iron Man 3 is a movie that I would like to put down on the lower half of this list.
I would put it towards the middle.
You put it towards the middle. All your fucking movies are in the middle.
No, because there's movies that are just straight bad, and like lower tier movies. Iron Man 3 was one of the better ones.
So where would you go from here?
From here,
because right now, after Guardians
2, I would say Iron Man 2.
you put Iron Man 2 here, the Mickey Rourke one.
Now I'm thinking about
Exactly, and exactly that's what makes it difficult because judging from my memory, I think I liked Iron Man 2 better than I did 3.
Yes.
Just because that whole Pepper Potts situation, I didn't like that.
I remember you didn't like that.
I hated that
I
shit.
remember you didn't like that at all.
And then all of a sudden, that just didn't happen ever again, ever. And she wasn't even in the movies anymore.
Yeah, she was just fixed.
Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? Like, that was a big-ass loophole, in my opinion. I mean, plot hole. That they just didn't address it. It's like, all of a sudden, bitch has superpowers. She's not in the movie no more, ever.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, I want to put Iron Man 3 down. That's what I'm saying, Iron Man 3, I kind of want to put it down here.
You swayed me. You swayed me.
So I will put... Yeah, see, no, I have to disagree with that. What up, Coleman name? But I have to disagree with Kenny, just because that one that's a big ass plot.
Iron Man 3 to Iron Man 2
Yeah.
is greater than Iron Man 2.
Yeah. Brian said, "Fuck you." Did I offend you, sir?
Who are you fucking?
Right. Time to catch up. All right, let's get Griffin on his bottom 5.
Yeah, let's get Griffin's
We're gonna
bottom
get a
5.
Griffin list on the side.
Yeah.
Just so we can be mad because his list is about to be ridiculous. So give it here, Griffin. Give it here. What you got?
But you know what? The movies that I'm like, Captain America.
So hey, Griffin, the Griff list got Cap 1. I agree. Thor 2.
Okay.
Thor 2. Ultron. This list is pretty decent so far. And then I get fucking mad.
And then that
Winter Soldier.
that one that shouldn't be there, right?
Right, and then Thor. Okay. No.
You know what? I would put Ultron.
You know what? Yeah, next.
I would put Ultron next.
Yeah, next logical step for our list.
Yeah.
See, exactly, Kenny, and that's what I was talking about. Like that movie, seemingly ended with no regard to what happens next in the story.
You can tell it was like Robert Downey Jr. or like Tony was like, I'm done, like that's it. But then just
like, money.
But I'm not done, and now he has more suits.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So that's why that movie is ranked so low for me personally, just because like it ended with no regard towards the rest of the MCU. It was like technically Iron Man's done. Oh wait, Robert Downey Jr. is about to make $50 million on the next movie. Hold up, he's back. So it's like
later, Brian.
So he got Ant-Man next, right? And then so I will put Age of Ultron on here, Avengers 2.
Now we're getting closer to the middle, right?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna keep doing this thing where I have like a bundle of movies that what I believe should be in that area. I don't know where to put them.
Yeah, I have a bubble.
I have a bubble, and these are mine. I have Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, Black Panther.
Yeah, Black Panther in the middle tier.
Yes.
Okay.
Because all those three movies are cookie cutter.
Yeah, copy paste.
They're copy and paste.
Yeah.
It's the same origin story since the goddamn beginning of whatever. Ant-Man and Doctor Strange have that. I just learned how to do this shit, and they go through whatever circumstances, and then they fight like alternate version.
I have to disagree with you on Black Panther though. That the origin story. This wasn't even technically an origin story per se.
Well, not. See, that's different.
A and B, the villain, Black Panther had arguably the best villain out of the MCU, in my opinion.
See, that's one of the... Okay, yeah.
And I'm not even being like biased towards Michael B. Jordan because I fucking love Michael B. Jordan.
Look, I like Chadwick Boseman. I love Chadwick Boseman. I love Michael B. Jordan. And there's things that I enjoyed about Black Panther, but Black Panther, and I made this, and I think I said this to you, where it's like Black Panther is like Ragnarok, where it's like you have this dude who's like the prince or whatever. He's like the prince of a kingdom. Their dad died, right? And then they have to take on the stern part of being in the of like taking over the thing.
The mantle,
they're taking the mantle of the thing. They get casted out without their powers. Thor without his hammer. What fucking Black Panther doesn't have the stupid seed no more, and they have to come back, fight the opposite version of themselves to win.
Who did Thor fight the opposite version of?
Hela.
That's not the opposite. That's not the same. She was not the opposite.
Please.
No, see that doesn't equal Black Panther's legit opposite.
Okay, well,
Hela
you're just saying that. Okay, Ragnarok is a little more unique then.
I like Ragnarok.
I like Black Panther. I'm saying Black Panther is a little more cookie cutter. It's the same, and Ragnarok's not out of the woods. It's also a cookie cutter kind of shit anyway.
Ragnarok, top movie of all time. So
but because it did it had its own little unique thing that I enjoyed more than I did Black Panther. That's higher up on my list.
Okay,
because it was so different.
So without
it's more like Thor 1 but better. Yeah.
So without going into that, what would you put next on the list after Avengers 2? I legit would put Ant-Man. I would put Ant-Man. Ant-Man or Doctor Strange. I would put next.
I think like that. I think Ant-Man, Doctor Strange.
Ant-Man, Doctor Strange. Those are our next two.
Because Ant-Man was just straight, like, that was generic.
Yeah, it was generic, but I liked it. It was fun.
And then Doctor Strange was also generic, but the visuals were something that made it stand out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we got Ant-Man.
Spider-Man should be considered because Marvel owns it. But Homecoming's in there. What are you talking
about?
Yeah,
Homecoming is on the list.
It's in the MCU. We're talking about the MCU list of movies.
Yeah. Like, we're obviously omitting X-Men, we're omitting Deadpool because they're not part of the cinematic
MCU,
universe.
Right.
Yeah. So right now, let's just do a quick recap from worst to where we're at right now. Right, worst to where we're at. Thor, Captain America, 1. Hulk, the one with Edward Norton, the only one. Thor 2, then Guardians 2, then Age of Ultron, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, and that's where we're at right now. So boom, boom. So we're at 8 movies right now.
That's 8 movies.
8 movies, and then Griffin's next movies are.
He said so. My 2 are Strange, Doctor Strange, and Guardians.
I think I missed one of his. Doctor and Guardians. All right. So let's
depends the best superhero.
So let's move on from there. So after Doctor Strange, what do we have left?
So let's see. We don't have these 3. We still have Avengers.
Avengers
did we,
1.
Did we put 3 in there? Iron Man 3? Did we put Iron Man 3 in there?
Yeah. No, we didn't.
We didn't. We put Iron Man 2?
No, we didn't.
Iron Man.
What happened here?
Why didn't you write down 3? I mean,
we didn't decide. We discussed it.
Iron Man 3 was supposed to. I think we were saying Iron Man 3 goes there. I think we were saying that Iron Man 3 should go where Avengers, where we put Ultron is. And then we would just said Ultron. You know what I'm saying?
So Iron Man 3 here.
So we can do it.
Got it. So Guardians 2, then Iron Man 3, then Ultron.
Well, we can do Ultron, then Iron Man 3.
Yeah, because Iron Man 3 goes above Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
it's
new list.
Iron Man
would be 7th.
Yeah, Iron Man is 7th, then Ant-Man, then Doctor Strange.
Again, I want to preface that we're doing a kind of pseudo podcast live stream. So if you see us like not necessarily talking all the time to you directly, like Nicholas, I see you asking, is because we're also doing the podcast at the same time. It's kind of new for us. We're trying to balance it.
Working a happy medium between discussing with you guys and discussing within ourselves.
We see that some of you guys have opinions and they're valid opinions. Griffin has his list that's wrong, but we're trying to do more.
Hold up, I found the error in our
in what?
In our list. Iron Man 2 isn't on it yet, and we already hit Ant-Man and Doctor Strange.
Why did you put? Alright, should it be Iron Man 2, then 3, then Ant-Man, then Doctor Strange?
I think for me it's 3 then 2.
So like 3 then 2?
Yeah. 3, 2, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange. In my opinion.
I don't know.
See, that's the thing, because if you remember that movie.
Because Iron Man 2 was the same shit. Yeah, the more I think about Iron Man 2, I think I like it a little more than I think.
Yeah, with Mickey Rourke.
And then that was the Don Cheadle's first outing as War Machine.
As War Machine, yep. And then that ended with the
with him fighting all the dumbass robots.
See, they did that twice, and I fucking hate that. They did it at the end of Iron Man 3 too.
Yeah.
See, then that's why. And
then Iron Man 2 ended with another big ass version of whatever the fuck. Like, the first movie had the big ass Warmonger.
Yeah,
and then the second one had the big ass Whiplash.
Yeah, see, and I hated that too.
So and then that shit was just, and the whole thing was just like, this is Avengers 2, like we're doing Avengers.
So we'll do 2, 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So, god damn it.
Are you making this list? As you're making this list, occurring to me that there's a lot of MCU movies I don't like. Yeah, when you look at them in order, or like when you look at the list, like there's a lot less good ones than bad ones, and it only seems recently that the good ones are great. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it gets high praise.
Let me finish writing this now, and I'll touch on that, because here's the thing about it. So remember,
Griffin's over here. Oh my lord, Griffin!
I'm about to time him out.
Griffin.
I'm just kidding. No, but here's the reason. Here's the reason why you feel that way. So when by the time Iron Man and these first movies that we have lower up here were coming out, superhero movies were new. They were just coming.
They were on the rise, yeah.
They were just coming off of the Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire phase. Really campy, really cheesy. Just get the heroes on screen and people will love it. Remember, then remember around the time that's when the Dark Knight happened.
Oh yeah, then that shit changed the game.
So the Dark Knight changed shit for comic book movies. It's like, yo, we're no longer gonna accept throw the hero up on the screen and we're gonna be happy about it. Marvel, with Iron Man 1, Iron Man 1 was a great first outing, but then they were kind of like, yo, like we have to figure out what we're doing, right? So obviously, as more time went on, they started to get that formula going. That's why there is such thing as a Marvel formula.
Oh yeah.
Now, so the movies, the first couple of entries into the cinematic universe were like, let's try different variations of the formula, and that's why there's a lot of repeating steps
like
in these movies, right? So obviously that's why they get better over time. Now, you got to realize that most of these stories back in the day, they're all similar. Also, the comics, all the backstories are damn near similar as well.
I mean, yeah.
With that said, now that they got the formula on lock, right, and they can make movies that'll sell well and be entertaining, Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, without deviating too much from the original formula,
right.
You can do things like Thor Ragnarok. The formula's there, it's apparent, but they did enough different to it
where it made it unique.
Where it's like, yo, that movie's great. You know, whether the director took a different direction with it, the tone was different, blah blah. Or you can get something like Black Panther, where the what's the word that I'm looking for? The innovation. That's not the word I was looking for, really, but something like that. The stretches that they were taking, I guess.
Well, the thing about Black Panther was that there was a lot more.
Shut up. Let me get my word out. Let me get my word. It's not innovation. It's the synonym, but not as good as innovation. Insert that word here. That they were taking the risks. I guess that they were taking is with the all black cast. Well, listen. The risk, because in order to do something great, you got to take risks. The risk of Thor was stripping away the standard way of doing that formula, replacing it with comedy, shooting in a different style, and just completely going, 80s with it.
Well, yeah.
And that type of stuff. Now with Black Panther, all black cast, strictly putting in that regard, that was the biggest risk they were taking.
Well, that wasn't really a risk, though. That was
that's a risk.
I mean,
no, that is a risk, and the movie should be celebrated because it did as well as it did while taking that risk. Now, I'm not saying it should be celebrated because it's the first black superhero ever and black people this. No, that's not what I'm saying. Because Blade happened before, Spawn happened before, whatever. But I'm saying is because it was so successful with the pieces that it had, it didn't need to deviate too much from the original formula.
But that's what I was trying to get at. Was like,
well, I mean that's what my point was. It doesn't need to deviate too much from the formula because the biggest risk they took from that movie was the all black cast. People Marvel they didn't know that it was gonna do that good. They did not know that. They knew it was gonna be good. No, they didn't know it was gonna be as big as it was. They didn't know that. Good, You know what I'm saying? There's no way they did. They knew it was gonna be great, but they didn't know it was gonna outsell all the other ones that they did. That was the biggest risk they took.
I don't know. I still don't think it's like. It's still cookie cutter. Like, it's not taking away from its like praise. I somewhat enjoyed the movie. I like Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther. I liked Michael B. Jordan, but it was like, as far as a movie, I just thought it was average. I didn't really enjoy it.
No, yeah, from our standpoint, because we can dissect these movies. We discuss movies off the podcast forever. Right. That's why. But to the average fan, that movie's not that movie's not the same to them. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah. Because of what it stands for, and that's why that movie got celebrated.
And that's what I'm saying.
And that's why
that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, but that's what the reason why we're seeing movies be better now is, I guess, the point that I was originally trying to make is because the formula's set. Now they can take risks within successful parameters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they know what's going to work.
Thor Ragnarok.
Right.
Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
The formula is essentially the same shit. No story is really different there. But, you know what I'm saying? The formula got switched to a different genre. It was to the espionage. You know what I'm saying? Same formula, just espionage style. That type of movie. Same thing with Ragnarok. Same formula, different genre.
More retro.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? Black Panther was a little more closer to the chest. I mean, a little more closer to the ground, to Marvel's base. But that's because the risk wasn't. That risk for that movie wasn't. Let's try a new genre. Let's just see. Let's just see how this goes.
Yeah.
And then now with Avengers: Infinity War, that's just a whole different thing that we're about to see. So, but Hispanics got Spy Kids.
Hispanics got that Enter the Spideyverse movie that's coming out now. Miles Morales.
Oh,
is
bro,
in that
I can't
shit.
wait for that shit. But anyway, let's get back into it. Let's catch up with the list because we kind of sidetracked.
All right. Griffin said that number 8 was Iron Man 2. How many we got from him?
I lost Griffin. I'm gonna ask you to recap your list in a second. I hope you write them down because I'm writing too much and I have to redo our list like 6 times. So our list from the bottom: Thor,
yes,
1; Captain America, the First Avenger,
yeah;
Hulk, 1. So that's 3, or I guess 16. Thor, 2, then Guardians, 2, then Avengers, 2, then Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Ant-Man, and Doctor Strange.
Yeah, and then again, that's worst to best, and that's like bottom tier.
Well, Griffin, let's get a little further than ours, and then because I want to do a compare and contrast between our list and your list, because your list is ridiculous.
Like your shit, I ain't never been triggered by another man's list.
All right. So
there's a first for everything.
All right. So we left off at Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Now, I already want to put Captain Marvel there, but that movie hasn't come out yet.
Sexiest.
I'm just kidding. I was kidding. Ant-Man and Wasp. No.
No, they threw a Hello Kitty Pez dispenser at a man.
All right. So no.
So now we're getting towards the.
Now we're getting to the meat to the better ones.
The meat and potatoes.
Yeah, and then we have to pick our choices. Oh man, this is where it starts to get difficult.
I personally would put Black Panther next.
You would put Black Panther next.
I would put Black Panther next.
How many?
Hold on, wait. How many movies we got?
How many movies we got left? Got Iron Man. We got Iron Man 1. We got left Winter Soldier, Avengers 1, Civil War, Homecoming, Ragnarok, Black Panther. So we got 7 movies left. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's only 17 movies.
There's 18. Counting Black Panther is 18.
No, it's not. Just counting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. It was Guardians of the Galaxy we missed. Guardians of the Galaxy.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
What up,
Jay Will? Okay. So,
you know what? I
want to put Homecoming next.
I feel like that would be like the next,
just because of what we have left. It's between Homecoming and Black Panther.
For me, it's Black Panther. I enjoyed Homecoming a lot more than I enjoyed Black Panther. If this was just a John list, it would be Black Panther in the middle. Well, because what's next? We're at 8. No, what are we at?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is number 9. I mean, yeah, no,
it's 11.
11, but backwards. So subtract the 11 from 18, and that's what number 1.
Okay.
What number was this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're at 10. So we listed 10 backwards. So this is number 8 that we're about to do right now.
There's 8?
So, yeah, there's 8.
I would put Black Panther there. In my list, I would put Black Panther and then Homecoming. Because I enjoyed Homecoming.
But you a Spider-Man stan.
What?
Yeah, and you're racist. So
what again?
So that's why you put.
I ain't no damn Spider-Man stan.
You can't put down Wakanda.
I put whatever.
You can't put down Wakanda below Spider-Man.
Yes, the hell I can.
You gotta give me. You can't do that without giving me reasons why. You put Homecoming over Black Panther. Why would you put Homecoming over Black Panther?
All right. Well, I gave you my reasons why I don't like Black Panther, or why I
hashtag Victor.
Hashtag racist Victor. I already told you why I didn't like Black Panther.
Yeah, because racism.
Because I'm racist.
Yeah.
And but I liked Homecoming so much because I enjoyed Spider-Man so much. Like for the first time, I felt like this was a good Spider-Man, and I enjoyed
Spider-Man 2. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. For the second time, for twice, I feel like there was a. No, but see, that was the thing with Tobey Maguire's. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have like. Once with Tobey Maguire and Andy, what the hell's his name? Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Like they had one, but they didn't have the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
well, Garfield just had shitty villains.
Garfield was just a product of Sony's bullshit.
Yeah.
Which sucked.
But let me ask you this: do you like the movie better than Black Panther's movie, or do you just like Tom Holland's Spider-Man that much more that you'll throw that movie over Black Panther?
All of it. I enjoyed Homecoming very, very much.
You know what?
Because, and matter of fact, I will go and say that I enjoyed Vulture.
You're about to say what I was about to say.
I enjoyed Vulture as a villain more than I enjoyed Michael B. Jordan as a villain.
Hold up now.
And maybe it's just because I don't personally resonate with Michael B. Jordan's.
Hold up now.
His reasoning for his motives, but his motives kept switching between of like wanting to be a part of, like wanting to expose, like it it was like war, and then some other shit talking about like, oh, we can help the world, but we gotta kill everybody. But like we can help the world, but we gotta make everybody fight.
No, Michael B. Killmonger's motives was he wanted to get back at Wakanda for casting him out, and then he wanted to.
Yeah, but he was also woke.
He wanted to bring out. Yeah, he wanted to bring out that technology, and all their powers, and run the world with it. He was pretty fucking straightforward with it. He was never really about let's help everybody out. No, he wanted to run the world with Wakanda's technology. He wanted to master it and bring up the black folks everywhere. That's what he wanted to do.
His shit, like, I don't know, his shit was like he was half talking to people like, no, when your people took my shit, and then he was like, you guys could have helped these people.
But those are facts.
And yeah, and then those were valid reasons. But then he was like, fuck all of that shit of you helping people. Let's rule this shit. It's like, but you just said you could help everybody with this technology.
His reasoning was it went hand in hand. You can help people and rule them. At the same time.
He wanted to promote black excellence by murdering everybody that wasn't black.
He didn't. Yeah, he never actually wanted to murder anybody. He'd say he wanted to murder Wakanda.
But okay, again, I didn't resonate with that. Whereas
that's because you're racist.
I'm pasty skin. I don't feel it. But vultures.
Yeah, you're a working man who the Avengers took your job.
Yeah, fuck Tony Stark. No, but I just felt more prestige worldwide. Jesus.
Killmonger technically a Nazi, dog. I'm just saying.
Kind of.
He's kind of a Nazi. Just saying.
No, but
a black Nazi.
I enjoyed Vulture a lot more. I felt more empathetic towards his side of the thing, where he was literally just trying to get by, got fucked by the shit that he had nothing to do with, and then decided to just say fuck the system.
Real talk. No, all jokes aside. No, you're right. Vulture's character, regardless of how crazy his power ended up being, was more grounded than Killmonger, simply because of the fact that that's real.
Like, and it was grounded within the narrative that was told in the MCU. This character was literally affected by the past movies. He was literally affected because of Avengers. The Vulture was created. I saw
that command is hilarious.
I saw the
Victor John.
Can't talk about he's gonna say some racist.
Victor John.
Victor John.
That's awesome. But
see, that's what I'm saying. It was directly related. Whereas, I mean,
no, but you're right though. It like I was gonna say, it is more grounded. It is more relatable in the sense that, big business. It's like that was more so the blue collar man struggle. Like the small businesses, the working man struggle, which is more relatable to the general audience. Everybody can relate to that, as opposed to just that very very niche character that the Killmonger was trying to. That's a very very specific target audience. While Vultures was a little more.
That's more. It's vague. It's specific yet vague enough for somebody to be like, yes, like that's a middle class thing, or a lower middle class thing. And Kenny, they made Spider-Man weak as fuck though, which I don't appreciate. He was a kid, dude. Yeah. He just got his powers like months ago. In Civil War he got it like 6 months ago, and then afterwards was like 2 months. So it wasn't even a whole year.
Yeah, but he was weak.
He was I'm
on your side. He is a kid, number one, so he doesn't really know his extent. And that's showcased to the point where he was crushed by the rocks. He doesn't know his true potential.
He doesn't.
Yet. So I mean, John, you're right on that. Kenny, I see your point too, though.
Yeah, but, I get both.
But yeah, the point is that, he's still fresh, and that's why. You know what? I might have to put Homecoming over just because it wasn't a fucking he got bit by the spider and blah, blah, blah. No, it was like, yo, he's still fresh.
They got straight to the point.
He's not the Spider-Man yet, but you can see he's getting there, and I like that. And the fact that he still had to fight a decent villain, like I think between Killmonger and Vulture, those are probably two of the most grounded, most better villains in the cinematic
Robert
universe.
Was just saying that they're like the best villains that Marvel brought to the screen, and I agree.
And so with that said, I would have to put Black Panther 8, and then I would have to put Homecoming slightly.
That's my. I'm glad that you see it my way.
So then it's Black Panther.
Everybody delete your Victor John commands. John wins,
and then Homecoming.
You're deleting the commands.
All right, so. Black Panther, Homecoming. What do we got next? Now, this is where it gets really, really, really difficult. Because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 movies. I didn't need to count because I put 10 right here.
Yeah, I see you marking the.
Yeah. Okay, so we got 12 movies. So we have 6 left. That's all we have left. We have 6 left, and I'm gonna name them all for you right now. We have Iron Man 1.
Mm-hmm.
We have Avengers 1.
Mm-hmm.
We have Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Civil War, Ragnarok, and that. Sorry,
I didn't see that one.
yeah,
You gotta go watch it.
it tastes like apples. So
Now, okay, because this is top 6. Do
Iron
you want
Man.
to? Do you want to do it
no,
backwards?
no, we're doing it. We're doing them all backwards, and then we're gonna read the list.
Oh,
and
no,
then
you're
we're gonna
right.
read the order back.
You know what? I would
Iron
put
Man.
Iron Man. I would put Iron Man as 6.
Yeah,
That place.
because it started the first one,
And
and it started it all. That movie still holds up.
and it's still a good movie.
Yeah, that movie still holds up. I fucking hate the kill machine. What the fuck was it at the end? Obadiah Stein's what was he? Then his name.
The villain, Warmonger,
War's piece of shit. Hated that villain.
Ironmonger.
Ironmonger. But even with that, like that movie still holds up just because it was the first time we saw a hero, like, you know, a Marvel hero embodied fully.
Yeah,
Like Tony Stark, like not Iron Man, you know, not Spider-Man, not Captain America, but Tony Stark.
and it was and Robert Downey Jr. captured it perfectly, and even to this day, even just Robert Downey Jr. in general, he's still bringing out layers of that damn character.
Exactly.
10 years later, like Iron Man is the most developed character in the MCU because it's been 10 years.
Like I would say, like Robert Downey Jr. to Tony Stark is, I feel he's closer to that character than Wolverine is to Hugh Jackman at this point.
Yeah, it's synonymous.
Yeah, it's synonymous.
Samuel, is everyone going to die? We will get into.
We were gonna get into that.
We're listing off the
So-
Samuel. We're listing off the worst to best MCU movies.
And then we're gonna say them in order.
Yeah. So stay tuned if you want to hear that.
Exactly, and that's why I like Iron Man 1, because it embodied the not superhero part of it so well, and that's difficult to do.
And like that's what makes these movies so great is when you can ground the character in reality.
Okay, so 5. We got top 5.
Okay.
This is where it gets.
Uh-oh.
This is where
This
it
is
gets
hard.
difficult. You really don't know where my laptop charger is.
I have no idea where your top charger is. You didn't think about trying to find it before you.
Yeah,
I don't think about that.
No.
How you? What's the password?
You know what the password is. All right, so
I don't.
we got 5 left. Then we got.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, John. We got Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
We got Guardians 1. We got Civil War.
Whoa.
We got Thor Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one more in there that I skipped over.
You say Avengers?
Avengers 1.
That's 5.
Yeah. Now, in my opinion, I think Avengers 1 should go next.
Yeah. I was thinking that too. That Avenger ones would be at the bottom.
I was going way easier than I thought it was going to be.
Like the top 5. That was like my.
Yeah. And the reason for that is because it's the first time, like that at that time, that was the biggest cinematic event.
Oh yeah.
Because like nothing like that's been done.
And the same reason why this Avengers is one of the biggest, is the biggest. I think it broke the record for the most pre-sold tickets. Yeah,
Which
because
suck at Black Panther. I'm just kidding. But
suck my ass.
No, but
that's
no,
why you. What is it?
but-
That's why you 11th, bitch.
no, but yeah, but it's not 11th. That's like 8. We'll get it anyway. But the reason why that movie is so high up on the list is because, again, it's like the first time something like that's been done. Not only that changed. Not only did that change the cinematic history, the cinematic universe, but it changed the way Hollywood does it. Everything's trying to be a cinematic universe now. That's how big that event of a movie was.
It changed everything.
And that's why I hold it so with high regard, because it did it well.
Yeah,
you know, that wasn't a colossal fucking
that's
mess.
why fucking dumbass Universal Studios wants to what the fuck? That's why it wants to make a dumb dark universe. That's why they want to do that shit. And why they're making a monster universe.
Wait. I like that. You shut up.
I like that too, but I'm saying that's why they're doing it.
Casper, I know it's out, man. We're gonna watch it tomorrow. We're gonna review it, but right now we're ranking the Marvel movies in order.
It's technically not out yet.
Yeah, technically the official review.
The first screenings were shown.
Yeah.
Technically, it's not out yet.
Yeah. So anyway, now top 5, John. What is your? 4. We got 4 left. Let me read them off. Winter Soldier, Civil War, Guardians, Thor Ragnarok.
Ooh. I put Guardians next.
You put Guardians next.
Mm-hmm.
I have to agree.
Guardians was one of those movies that literally it took a group of characters that no one knew, not fully. Nobody knew about the Guardians of the Galaxy unless you read the comics, unless you were a fan of the Guardians.
The mainstream mainstream audience did not know.
And you know what? They made them fucking love it.
Yep.
And I saw that movie damn 5 times.
They had a raccoon.
They made a raccoon talk
and a tree
talk that only said "I am Groot," and they made people love it. And with characters that nobody knew,
exactly,
made it unique with the music style, the humor in it. Like these were characters, they
went from nobodies to essentially to fucking top
guys.
Tier. Yeah,
they were the guys.
They were the coolest group that Marvel had all of a sudden, and like that movie's so great. It still holds up. It's leagues better than the fucking sequel.
And I'll go ahead, and Volume 2 is a disservice to the first one because that movie's just too good
well, that's how good that first movie was. The second one just tried to do it again.
Yeah,
which was a
mistake. You should have just evolved the characters, but you didn't.
Which I agree. Now, speaking of evolve the characters, this is where it gets kind of tough because Captain America, Captain America 1 for us is
at the bottom,
second to last.
Now we got 2 movies.
But these next 2 outings are in our top 3. There's a reason for that because Captain America, along with the Thor movie, which is also left, they didn't stick to the same genre every time. They switched things up. I would argue that those movies switched it up more than any other film in the cinematic universe tried to. All of a sudden, Captain America 2. You walk into it with the bad taste in your mouth from Captain America 1, all of a sudden you get this cool espionage flick with the action sequences being just right. George St. Pierre getting fucking backflip kicked by Captain America. Captain America's kicking the shit out of everybody. Bucky's actually a badass villain. And it was complex, that what I'm saying, like that story is not like he's just a bad guy.
And you know what? And even the story itself delved into the idea of the government security and like the government, your own security, and like the government like surveying you in an area, like knowing your every move, like hacking and all that shit. It was great. That's what huge shit at the time too.
And that's why I put Civil War as my third.
As your third?
Third.
I put Thor as my third.
You put Thor as your third?
Yeah.
I'll slap the taste out of your mouth right now.
I put Thor as my third.
I'll slap the taste out of your mouth right now.
It's my top 3.
I don't care.
It's top 3.
You put Thor as 3?
Yes.
You're gonna put Civil War as 1?
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
Racist.
Because I have Winter Soldier and Civil War are like my 2 favorite movies. They're out of the MCU. They're like this.
Let's discuss here's why I would like to put it Civil War as 3. Here's why.
Go ahead.
Because it essentially showed Captain America's weakness, and I like that shit.
Oh, come on!
Because Captain America, the second Bucky comes around, that man is a big fucking dumbass.
You know what?
And that's why I put it as my third.
That's why I wanted it the first one.
Because it showed Captain America as a dumbass.
No, it showed everybody at their most value, like in their most weakest point. Cap, who's this stern soldier who always believes in the right thing, breaking the law. The one thing he cared for his friend who he thought he was dead, the only person he has left. Tony Stark, who has a grudge with this guy because he knows the whole ending and that whole
TBH. Tony Stark was the only character I agree with in that whole movie, and you're not supposed to.
Well, no, it was supposed to be like who's who.
Because really, Tony Stark was guilt tripping the whole time. You know what? You're right. I thought about it, but I don't want to put Thor as 3. All right, I do a one-way tie. Number 1, all 3 of those movies.
Oh, you were just full of shit.
So we have 1-1-1.
Because you know what, and the reason why I like Civil War so much is literally the second half of the movie, like literally when they start fighting at the end, because there's so much going on in that fight, where it's like Cap's fighting to protect his friend who is trying to tell him that like that's not me, like he's struggling. I got
it. Okay, I justified everything right now just because you said that. Now I have to put Winter Soldier as 3 for me. Here's why. I'll tell you, it's a very good reason why.
Okay.
A very valid reason.
I feel like it's not.
No, it really is. I'm not gonna toss a joke here now. Here's why. The movie started off great, right? It was amazing up until the finale. It had to go into a CGI fucking explosion fest where they brought down the helicarrier and literally to blow something up. That's the only reason why that happened. No, let's be
yes.
real.
There was. I'm not saying.
And that's the reason why I had to lower it down, because it came at the time where just because it was a summer blockbuster, you had to end it with an explosion, and that's again this is the third movie. It's of fucking 18. It's not saying it's a bad movie by that regard. It's just that left a bad taste in my mouth.
I'm like, yes and no. I'm like I agree with it, but it's not necessarily like the generic we got a thing in the sky.
No, it is exactly the
like
generic
thing,
thing in the sky.
Thing in the sky. But you know how like there's always like a powerful ring. Like in the first Avengers, there was like a fucking rift in the sky, or like in Suicide Squad, there's the fucking circle in the sky.
No, okay, that doesn't matter. I'm not talking about like the shoot something in the sky part. Not that. I'm talking about fucking actually, Civil War did that shit.
What are you talking about?
The shoot something up when Iron Man. I'm tripping.
Oh, knock you sideways.
No, I'm tripping. But I'm talking about the just blow something the fuck up to hit the fucking third act to end it.
Well,
right.
I mean,
they'd not.
Well, I mean, again, Kenny was just saying that I was gonna get to that, but Kenny said it's like they literally set up the helicarrier as a plot device. It wasn't like a rift that just like
No, I'm not saying it came out of nowhere. Whether they justify it or not, that movie still ended with a big stupid ass explosion.
Well, all the movies end with a big stupid ass explosion.
Exactly my point.
Well, then all of them should be 18. All of them should be 18.
You're right. There's no good movie. Watch The Goodfellas. That one didn't end with an explosion.
Ain't no explosion in that.
But I'm saying that's how I'm gonna justify it. I'm gonna justify the helicarrier scene.
Hey.
Yeah, John, I need a reason to justify it. I love these three movies. I need a reason to put it at 3.
I'm just thinking about it.
Because you didn't want to let me do one way, first place triple tie. You didn't let me do that.
All are 1, 2, and 3. Well, because that's not fair.
See, but Kenny, let me tell you why that's okay to blow up the whole planet. Because here's the thing. Thor is now a hobo. He's homeless.
He's now a hermit.
No, like that changed everything. That blew up a realm, and that blew up Asgard. You know what I'm saying? All of Asgard is now homeless, and now they have to go to Earth or wherever they're gonna go.
I'm like,
you see what I'm saying? Like that changed the Thor world around. So the next Thor sequel,
also he ain't got no damn eye.
Exactly. Also he lost an eye. But I'm saying, like, when they blew up the whole planet, like that, you can't take that back. A helicarrier that has no repercussions. You just build another one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. That's the difference between blowing up a whole home planet. It's not the explosions, what they blew up, and the fact that they blew it up for no reason.
See, now that you said that shit just died on you, didn't it?
Did it die?
I feel like it did. How do you put
I have percentage left, boy.
Put the thing in there. Put the thing.
No, that's not it.
No, it's not, because I tried it.
Give me this shit, boy.
See, I was like, you kind of swayed me though, and I don't like that you did. I don't like that you did.
Why?
Because my personal list is Civil War, Winter Soldier, like this.
Dude, for me, but this is the thing. Like, these 3 movies are like, you know what I'm saying? They're sandwiched in there.
But like, what the hell are you saying to me? But I see what you're saying though, because it's like they all end in like this boom fest.
Yeah.
But it's like the ramifications of what happened in Ragnarok,
where
he's bigger.
The whole reason Thor, remember, here's what differentiates something like Thor from the story of Black Panther, where his dad dies and blah 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 blah.
Right.
The whole kingdom that he was served to, you know what I'm saying? That whole planet, that whole realm exploded. Now, if Wakanda exploded at the end of it, that would change Black Panther too. You know what I'm saying? Thor had huge ramifications, especially because the fact is, it's not just, here's how Thor's story is going to go forward. It's not just him being the single hero going forward. It's him and his people literally on his back going forward. It's no longer just Thor. Here I am, I'm Thor, my hammer. Oh wait, I don't have a hammer. I don't have an eye either. Ooh. You know, it's not that. It's yo. Ooh. Ooh. It's literally yo.
Damn hella. Ooh.
It's literally all the people that I just inherited this, to protect are here with me. And I have to take them everywhere because we have no home. Now I'm looking for a new home. That's why Thor is my number 1. Because of what that movie did and what it meant for the Thor character.
Wait, you're saying Thor is your
for
one?
For me.
Is your 1?
My number 1, yeah.
Even with Hela as the villain?
Hela...
I think that's also very serious because I literally swayed you with Black Panther because of the villain and everything else.
Yeah, but listen to what I'm saying and how good it sounds when I'm saying it. It changes the whole dynamic.
So then,
and here's the thing.
Okay, well,
let me another thing, because not only does he have his whole world, his whole people on his back, he also has Loki there with him, which is one of his like get away from me, get away from me, cuh. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of
conflict.
There's
in
a
that
lot
universe.
of conflict in the
Not
universe.
to mention
yeah,
that
their house blew
and
up.
the
and
Hulk was in it. And remember when Mark Ruffalo jumped off the bridge and splattered on it? Come on, dog. That negated all the.
That's more like nah.
Not negated all the.
No. The movie's as strong as its villain. That's a lie, but you can't sit here and tell me that's number one with Hela in it. You remember her face looked like it was Photoshop scanned, like they just took a picture of her face and just like moved it on a CGI body like this, and she kept moving like this.
Yeah, but you're nitpicking CGI, dude. I can nitpick the CGI in Civil War if I wanted to.
Yeah, no, but it's just her as a villain. It's just like she was just like, I'm gonna fuck shit up.
All right, here, let me.
It's like,
all right, fine,
she
fine,
wouldn't even try to rule nothing.
Here, let me just say this. This is a very, very, very nitpicky character. There's more towards Ant-Man, right? The whole reason why Ant-Man is strong, right, is because he takes the.
Wait, what the fuck does
no,
this?
listen, because we're being nitpicky about certain parts of the movie.
I'm nitpicking about the placement of this movie in the list.
Okay, so yeah, being nitpicky about Ant-Man and Civil War. Because remember, in Civil War, this is important because it developed the Ant-Man character further. He had Giant Man unlocked in this movie. Now, the whole reason why Ant-Man is so strong is because he takes the density of his human size and shrinks it. So when you get hit with all the power of a full-size human in a small package, so he gets sent flying. Now,
right,
when he gets bigger, shouldn't he be weaker?
All right. Well, I don't know enough about pin particles.
Pin particles.
I ain't no damn scientist, but I'm pretty sure there's a different. I'm pretty sure there's like a different science to it. I'm pretty sure it's not the same. I don't know, but I don't know what the fuck you talking about with Ant-Man. So wait, hold up, wait a minute.
Wait, pause. Murgle,
what up, Murgle?
I'm really sorry to hear that. Like legit, DM me or on Twitter or send a message to the Facebook channel with the information, okay? Because like this isn't the place where I want to discuss that. So if you can either send me a message on the channel directly, like send the message, or tweet at Geek Judge, like send a direct message so we can talk. Or if you're in the Discord, message me directly, okay? And then we'll talk about that. But I'm really sorry to hear that, man. Like legit, like reach out to me on the side so we can talk about it. That right there.
Oh wait, hold up.
But like I'm really sorry to hear that, man. That's a bitch. That hits close. Yeah. For many reasons, that really hits close.
Well, make sure to message us on the side so that we can talk about it personally.
Yeah, legit. Because like I said, that hurts me. Yeah. Many different reasons why. But yeah, man. For real.
Griffin's over here like, oh boy, it's time.
Griffin's like, it's my time to shine.
Wait, hold up. Now, real quick, you trying to tell me that you don't want Civil War in the one because of your gripe with the pin particles?
I think the reason why
you don't have a problem with Hela.
I think the reason why you want it to be one is because
I told you why.
Because you saw the airport sequence and you're like, look at all these heroes punching each other, and you're like, wow, number one.
No, because there was actual conflict between the characters.
You telling me Ragnarok isn't a conflict between actual characters? Their whole planet got destroyed.
Yeah.
John.
Okay.
Who
cool.
cares? Who cares if a couple heroes are punching each other in the face?
You got it at 2, which is like, it was at 3 for me. You got it at 2. You ain't getting it at 1. Let me tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Ragnarok is not the best movie. It's one of the best.
Jeff Goldblum. 1.
I don't give a shit.
The Hulk. 1.
Look, all those 3 movies personally for me are like this.
That movie had more. Thor Ragnarok developed Hulk's character further than all the other Hulk movies ever did.
Hulk only had like
2. He had 2 movies, and he was in here for maybe 45 minutes.
Yeah, but he's always been in the background of every movie.
I'm just saying, John.
Look,
think about yourself.
No. In Civil War, the villains were the heroes.
See, boom.
Well, so
boom.
what?
I'm gonna read you this from my boy Robert here, who got my back.
What Robert said?
Thor Ragnarok was the best Thor movie, but I'm gonna take Thor out. Was the best Marvel movie because number 1, no dumb storyline with his girlfriend Jane. Facts. They even made a joke about that. Facts. The movie didn't take itself too seriously, right? So it shit on all the other ones, which is amazing. His sister Hela is a fucking badass. CGI aside. Yeah. Not only that, but
I agree.
Not only that, it showed that Odin was a liar. It touched on true mythology. Boom.
Right.
And it also showed like Odin wasn't everything that he, that was all a facade. That literally, his world got blown up internally and externally, which is such a huge conflict.
So did the Avengers.
I'm not done.
Literally everything in the
Avengers. And
Avengers.
he becomes the full Thunder God. Not only that, he becomes the full Thunder God.
Right.
Okay.
And
he has one eye.
He has one eye, yeah.
All right, he had two at the beginning of the movie.
I remember that.
When Civil War left, everybody had two eyes. I'm just saying.
Ain't nobody lost the eye.
Exactly. So I'm just saying.
Oh, no. War Machine lost his legs.
No, he's back now.
He lost his legs. So
we have not spoiled anything. we have not spoiled anything because we don't know anything to spoil.
Look, if you're talking about the old movies, these movies have been out for quite a bit. If you ain't seen it, I guess
if you see, you probably got life. Just saying.
I guess.
Okay, so John, what are we doing, John?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So what are we doing? Number 3 is Civil War. I mean, Winter Soldier. I'm
like yeah, I guess yeah, sure.
So 3 is Winter Soldier.
If we had to,
all right,
Pawn Star this.
Okay, fine, John. Now let's say you got Civil War's number 1.
Yeah, so Ragnarok's 2.
And I got Ragnarok as number 1.
That's no. Ragnarok is 2. Ragnarok 2 is the second. I would consider it the second best movie.
Jordan, you should still watch it. Nothing that we're saying is gonna take away from that experience at all.
Yeah, no.
Plus,
that movie's great.
All of what we said is in the trailer.
Yeah.
For Infinity War. So if you saw a trailer, you saw the outcomes.
Yeah.
But, all right, I'll make a deal with you.
Don't make
I'll make a deal with you. You give me 0.5 of your number 1, and I'll give you 0.5 of number 2.
You're just straight trying to tie this shit. Yeah. You're trying to tie it. This is the whole reason why we're doing this shit in the first place. No, look, I already told you why Civil War. There's literally conflict among main characters, protagonists who are conflicting in ideologies and having personal strifes with each other. That's very serious.
That sounds like Thor Ragnarok to me.
With characters that we've known for like a good number of years. These characters that we've grown up with.
Boom. The conflict in Civil War is nothing compared to the destruction of a place that links the 9 realms. Dude, not only did that movie fuck up Thor's world, it fucked up the 9 realms because... You did that shit with Winter Soldier. Here's why. Let me tell you. Because Asgard literally was the one that was supposed to keep all the 9 realms together. That's what I'm saying. Like, this movie...
Oh, shit. That fucking skip. What the fuck?
Oh, shit. What did it say? See, Leslie, she paid for it.
Damn, she paid for it? Nah, alright.
What up, K fam?
Thor's one.
She paid for it. Thor's one.
I'm sorry, I got paid.
No, but let me tell you why.
Hashtag sell out.
Let me tell you why. Because remember in the beginning of the movie, when Thor was in the chains, and he was spinning around, and he was talking, and he's like, "Oh wait, I'm coming back around. Come on now." Oh, you right? Come on now.
Nah.
Remember when he got the hammer and they were like,
bro, you can't sit here. You can't sit here and tell me that with that weak ass villain of Hela.
She wasn't weak though. That's the thing. How was Hela a weak villain?
She was boring to watch.
That doesn't make her weak.
That makes her a weak villain. That's boring to watch. That's a weak character. If you don't like to see that character,
but was she really the villain though, or was
she was the villain.
Thor's conflict?
No, she was the villain.
Because remember what she did was she uncovered Odin's secrets, and just let that shit out. She aired out Odin's dirty laundry to everybody. She let the 9 realms explode. I mean, she let Asgard
Thor
explode.
did that.
Yeah, see how much conflict there is there?
He didn't even think twice about it.
He did.
There was no conflict.
He did because it was either let her take over and rule the 9 realms.
No, that wasn't a thing.
No, that's a choice he had to make.
He was like either I got to stop this bitch or I die. Like there was no conflict. And he was like, she can't get powerful off Asgard if they ain't no damn Asgard.
There
was not even conflict. It wasn't like, oh, but my house.
You see how resolute he was though. That's how you know it's a good movie, because he became God of Thunder.
No,
I'm just saying.
No,
let's agree to disagree.
And again, this is where it's going. No, look it. I have these 3 movies as like this. These are like the pinnacle of the MCU. They're great, right?
Yeah.
But I'm just sorry. I like Civil War more.
I'm telling you, you just saw superheroes punching each other in the face, and you got like a little kid.
No, it was.
You were like, yeah.
No, it was dramatic as fuck.
You had that movie. You had that movie in your top when you saw Spider-Man in the trailer. Say, hey, everyone, stop lying.
What was it?
I said you had that movie at the top when you saw Spider-Man in the trailer. Hey everyone, and they revealed you were like best movie of all time. Shut up, John.
Please, you're just saying that because I put Spider-Man over.
Yeah, because you're racist. But
let's just say I don't like you for today. What are you talking about? Then last week I remember how everyone back then was.
He's like, look how joking, how small. Actually, yeah, in that airport. Here, let me show you. Let me show you your big. Let me show you your big battle. It was like here. Picture that. You just remember that airport battle, right? How cool it looked or whatever. Zoom the camera out about 50 feet. That shit looks stupid as fuck. It was like 6 people punching each other.
Movie.
No, it was like
any movie.
It was like 6 people punching themselves in the head. That's all it was. It was like 3-on-3. Oh, we got a battle. Wait.
That's right.
Wait.
Yeah, well, I've switched back.
No, here's the thing.
I switched back. Civil War is number one.
Civil War is number one.
They bought me into it. Civil War. Look, Doc, let me tell you something.
Here's the thing. Now remember, take that battle, right?
Yes.
Take the battle.
Think about it.
Take the battle.
Remember
zoom out.
Okay, yeah.
How stupid does that look?
Okay, cool.
It's like 6 people fighting in the parking lot.
That's fine.
That's not fun.
It was more than 6.
Oh my bad.
It's more than 6.
8 people.
It's more than 6. Goddammit. No, but look. You know how you felt when like Logan died. Remember when Logan died?
You can't bring that in here.
Right?
You can't bring that in here.
No, but look how I'm tight.
Okay.
Watch this string. All right. You see, but you see how the struggles that he went through in that movie resonated with you more because you went on that journey with him. You've been in every single movie. You've seen every single movie.
Well, Logan's like.
Wait, you should wait your fucking minute. You've seen every single movie with Hugh Jackman. He's been in every single X-Men movie.
Yeah, Logan is top tier.
He's top tier, right? No, yeah,
we're not talking about Logan.
I know. Wait a second.
Okay.
All right. Now, think about Iron Man, Captain America, all these characters for the last under 10 years. You've been on this journey with them. You've seen them grow as a collective, work together, save the universe multiple times, really. And then in this last moment,
they didn't save the universe one time.
Yeah, what the fuck you talking about?
They saved the Earth one time.
Saved it twice.
One time.
They saved the universe once.
When did they save the universe, John?
The first Avengers back. Oh, never mind. Thor Ragnarok. Oh, wait, we gotta wait.
Did it hit?
No, I didn't hit yet.
Lift it up.
It's in my headphones.
Oh, take it out. And lower that.
Or I'll just leave it in the headphones.
Yeah, leave it in the headphones. Did it play?
No, it didn't play yet. Did it play? Yeah, wait a second.
You gotta wait.
Gotta wait for it to come out. There
it goes.
There
yeah, let it talk.
All right, well,
there you go. It's settled. Settled. Thor Ragnarok.
That's it. Wait, what were
we saying? I want to know how you were gonna tie. I want to know how you were gonna tie Logan to.
All right. Well,
the conflict.
Well, what I'm saying is like, you follow these characters since the beginning. You've seen them grow. You've seen them develop, and then work together as a unit. And then, literally at the last minute, in Civil War.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
For that. Yeah, for real.
Thank you guys. I'm sorry.
We're joking around, but thank you guys for the donations.
Really, thank you. It means a lot. You have no idea. Thank you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thank you. All right,
back to.
Look. All right. What up, Dak?
Hi, Dak. All right.
But then, like, so these characters you grew up with, and then seeing them struggle with the things that make those characters clash against each other. You know what I'm saying? Not only their ideologies, but the things that make them fight each other. Like the whole living up to his dad, not even living up to his dad's expectation, but like the fact of losing his father, and that Iron Man's the way he is now because of his daddy issues, right?
Soul Store.
All right, well, that's different. He wouldn't give me that movie. Captain America, who is the last of his kind, the last from that generation.
I'm glad you said that. Go ahead.
What?
I'm about to knock this movie down to 2.
Nope, because you know why? Thor still got his people. He ain't last of his kind. He still got his people there.
You're saying Iron Man's the last of his kind?
No, Captain America's the last of his kind.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. He's the last person from that.
Oh, the who's Bucky?
Right. Why do you think he's doing all that shit so he can make him innocent?
Because he's a dumbass.
And Bucky, who's struggling with the fact that he had no control over the last things he's been doing for the last ever the fucking time. There's a conflict there, and then that last fight with all three of them is more than a fight. It's literally it's a triangle, dog. It's good.
I agree with everything Robert's saying.
What did Robert say?
Like, I'm gonna read it to you. And I'm gonna use them as my points. Brought to you by Robert. More reasons for Thor comes to here guys. Thor comes to grips that as much as he loves and hates Loki, he can't trust him. That was a very big plot point in that movie. Remember when they did get help, the elevator sequence right before he threw him.
That was a passing. That was
no.
a passing.
That has been building up since the first Thor.
No, I know.
It's been building up because that's his brother. You know, Thor loved him, still loves him, but he realizes like no matter how much he loves him, he can't change his Loki.
Yeah,
conflict,
you know
boy. Conflict. No, I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm done. So, not only that, right? 5. The movie turned kids onto Led Zeppelin "Immigrant Song." 6.
That song was
you
good
can
before.
tell this movie was fun to make. Remember Tata Waikiki? How you fucking murdered that movie? Exactly, boy.
I mean,
not only that,
no, hey,
7. That director's name is Tata Waititi.
It's not. It's not that.
All right. Look how crazy that director.
Hakiki.
Yeah, it's Hala Hakiki. Look, man, I'm just saying.
No, if you're gonna talk about the whole family thing, literally, Iron Man, who has literally teamed up with Captain America for years, probably thinks of him as family or friend. Literally, the guy he's been working with, his friend, is literally helping the guy who killed his family. And he's angry at him, but his so-called friend is defending the guy. That's way more than my brother's an asshole.
Oh, I'm not done. I'm not done with that, boy.
You literally stop.
Wait on. Here's why.
You're waiting for Robert to type.
I'm waiting for Robert to type more, so I'm trying to stop. No.
I didn't honestly. Wait, real quick. I honestly didn't think that this part would be like. I thought this part would be the easiest.
No,
part.
I knew we were gonna get here because I knew our ones were different.
I didn't think we were gonna get.
So here's what I was gonna say, and you're trying to ice me, and I'm kind of forgetting what I was saying. I can't hate you right now.
I win?
No. Let me get it back. So, yeah.
I win.
Fuck, I was gonna haymaker the hell out of you with this one. I was gonna win.
I win.
Conflict. It was conflict. Shut up, bitch. It's coming.
I didn't say a damn.
Oh.
I already
got it.
I can tell by your face.
No, got it.
Not...
Here's why it's different, right? So, you know, you're talking about daddy issues and family and all that stuff, right? Remember? Okay, so, you know how Tony Stark's dad died and he had that drama with him, right? That angst that, you know what I'm saying? That, like, he never got to say goodbye or stuff like that, or, you know, they never got to close or whatever. Now, picture this. Actually, I don't picture it because this is what Thor's going through right now. So, Thor and his father, you know, they had the whole, like, Thor was going to take over Asgard and he was become king when the time came, and Thor originally wanted that or whatever to follow in his father's footsteps and all that stuff, right? His dad dies, right? So boom, he's already where Iron Man's at. Boom, right there. Boom, caught up. Right? Let's bring it. Not only that, it's technically Loki's fault that he died. Boom, bring that conflict back because he locked him in Earth. Boom. So not only that, let's take it one step further. His dad died. He's already hurt, right? He just became the ruler of Asgard by default. He didn't really want it. Here comes his bitch-ass sister to take it. She comes and wipes everything Thor knows about his dad, the person he was close to this whole time, turns that shit upside down. Turns out he's lying the whole time. Turns out he created Hela, and he found out after. So there's nothing that Thor the character can do to change that, to talk to his father about it, nothing like that. That Thor's whole life up to this point was just a lie. He found out after that man died.
But you know what? He had final words to say to him before he passed.
Yeah, but
you know what?
But the thing is, those final words now change because of the fact that
they don't.
No, it does, because Odin, at this point, completely different. That now he's a different. Now he means different things to Thor because of the fact, like, oh, he wasn't what he said he was. He was a murdering psychopath just like Hela.
No, he changed. Yeah, no, and then
all right then. You know, but you see how he can't say that to his father. So boom.
No, because you know what? He changed the air of his ways and then brought peace and prosperity, and then that's why he was all like, and that's why Odin is more peaceful. And when they talked, he actually got to talk to his dad before he really died, right? And then he gave him words of encouragement so that he can unlock his full powers. Iron Man didn't get that. Iron Man, you know what Iron Man got? A VHS tape.
Iron Man got
a VHS tape of Winter Soldier. A VHS tape of the Winter Soldier who's literally standing in the same room with him, haymakering the shit out of his dad, and then choking his mom out. That's what he got. He didn't get no. Hey, you stronger than me.
We're just gonna forget that Thor's mom got murdered in the last movie. Acting like Thor didn't lose his parents too.
No, yeah, but I'm saying
acting like Thor. Actually, matter of fact.
Yeah, but the guy who killed his parents is literally right in front of you, and his best buddy is literally protecting the guy who haymakered your dad in the face with his metal arm.
The guy who arguably caused the death of Odin, or who Thor holds responsible for the death of Odin, is his brother who he holds dear, closest than anybody because they grew up together.
Yeah,
not only that, and that fucker keeps hurting Thor.
Yeah, but he ain't getting no goddamn VHS tape of a guy.
No, he saw it.
He's literally watching punching his dad in the face.
All right, look. We're derailing this
Because we
really
still have to
bad.
talk about Infinity.
So we have to. What's number one?
handshake.
Thor.
No, let's just leave it there. You decide.
You decide.
There you go. Because we started talking about Infinity.
All right, so
War.
but let's say the list in order.
Right.
In order. So one
Civil
Thor. War. Here we go. Number one, Thor.
Civil War.
Number two, Civil War.
Thor.
Number three, Winter Soldier.
Soldier.
Number four, Guardians 1.
Right.
Then Avengers.
The first one.
Which is number seven. No, Avengers is 5. Stupid.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Avengers is 6.
Avengers is 5.
It's 6.
1, 2.
Oh, I didn't see Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5.
So, dumbass. All right. There you go. So, Nathan, you like Nintendo. So, as your main console. So, Thor.
That's the no. That's the
Right in
not.
the Rock. Civil War.
So which is the first?
We're arguing. We're arguing. Okay, so then Winter Soldier.
That's third.
Third. Then Guardians 1. Avengers 1 at number 5. Number 6, Iron Man 1.
The first Iron Man.
Number 7, Spider-Man Homecoming.
Right.
Number 8, Black Panther. Number 9, Doctor Strange. Number 10, Ant-Man. 11, Iron Man 3. 12, Iron Man 2. 13, Avengers 2. Age of Ultron. 14, Guardians 2. 15, Thor 2. 16, Hulk. 17, Captain America 1.
And then the
last
shittiest
one,
movie of all time,
Thor.
the first Thor
the
movie.
first movie.
And that is our list. That is our list of the best. Hold on, what's your favorite? What's your favorite MCU movie? I know some of y'all said Thor.
Yeah, like I
and
want,
you're wrong.
and while you do that, Griffin, give me that
What's
list.
that list, man? I want to see that.
Give me that list. I want that list. So, but while you do that, he said, "Welcome to the Griffin list."
Now do all the aliens movies. I ain't even see all the aliens movies.
AVP is number 1. I'm just kidding.
Obviously, that Predators movie is the best.
I'm just saying, dude. Thor. I like
that movie. Can we stop?
Okay, right. Captain America 1. Okay, so I need this. Hold up.
All right, 18 Cap. 17 is Thor 2.
Okay.
And then you stop writing. 16 is Ultron.
Okay, here's where I'm gonna start getting mad. I feel it.
I'm already like,
15 is gonna be fucking Winter Soldier.
I feel it.
Watch, it's Winter Soldier.
Why didn't you write it out like one at a time? 15 is Winter Soldier.
Wrong.
How you demod somebody? How you demod somebody?
We're going through Griffin's list right now,
This is Griffin's
which is the
list.
completely outrageous, ridiculous
14
list.
is Thor.
The first one.
Yeah. Fucking, I want you to explain yourself after in a second. 13 is Ant-Man. I feel like you're a liar. It's not April. It's April. But it's not Fools. 12 is Doctor Strange. I told you Ant-Man, right?
Yeah.
It's 13?
Yeah.
Alright. What the fuck is your best movie?
I want to know what's his favorite movie. That's what I'm trying to get
Yeah.
at. Oh shit.
It's like, it stopped. 11 is Guardians 2. That shit's too high up, baby. I'm telling you right now, that shit too. 10 is Hulk. That's also too high.
Oh my god, really?
You-
Different movies taste. You can't roast a man by it except when they say Thor's not number 1.
Daddy's gonna give his list next. 9 is Civil War.
Yeah, I want all your lists.
We talking to fools.
This man put Civil War. Wait, no. Well, technically that's number.
It's worst to best.
Yeah.
That's 9.
Hold on.
Iron Man 2.
He thought about it.
He thought about it. Griffin put 8 as Iron Man 2.
I got it. I got his list.
Alright.
I
We'll read it back to y'all.
The reason why we're putting so much focus on Griffin's list is
Because he started off saying something like he
started
liked
off-
Ant-Man more than Winter Soldier.
He started saying some wild shit.
7 is Avengers. The
Okay.
first one.
We're actually not too far on that.
6 is Homecoming. You really put that in top? Why did we put that top 10? But it's
He
like
hasn't
so
said
close
Black
to-
Panther.
If that's your favorite movie, let me tell you why you're false.
He said drunk.
You just said drunk.
I'm like, this list is ridiculous,
This
dude.
is
I'm gonna
drunk.
read it to you guys from best to last, so you guys can hear how
5
crazy.
is Black Panther. There you go.
Okay, there it is.
Eh.
I'm gonna read this. I'm gonna read Griffin's list from first to last, just so you guys can see how
4
crazy
is
it is.
Ragnarok.
Oh,
My shit was 9, man. Fuck. Also, also Buzz, not drunk. Why'd you correct Buzz? You said Buzz right.
He wanted to know he's Buzz with 3 stars. He got a 3-star rating,
Yeah.
Buzz.
Iron Man 3. Iron Man 2 is third. Fuck.
He already gave me Iron Man 2.
Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2. Wait, you put Iron Man 2 already.
Yeah, I'm confused.
2 is Guardians.
Okay.
And number 1, Iron Man is his first
The first
favorite
one.
movie.
All right, I can.
Wait, hold up.
All right, wait. I need to know where your Iron Man 2 and 3 are because you gave me 2
Wait.
twice.
Is third Iron Man 2 or 3? Iron Man 3, my bad. You put 3. The third movie is Iron Man 3.
3.
All right. Now let's read.
All
Let's
right.
read
Let
this
me
list
read
back
you.
to
Let me read you Griffin's list.
Let me read you. Let me read your list so that you know
Let
that you're wrong.
me read you the list of Griffin's atrocities. It's actually not that bad of a list. It's just some of them I disagree with wholeheartedly. So
some of them are wrong.
some of them are just what the fuck. Number 1, Iron Man, the first one. Number 2, Guardians, the first one. Number 3, Iron Man 3, which. Number 4, Thor Ragnarok should be number 1. Number 5, Black Panther. Number 6, Spider-Man: Homecoming. Number 7, Avengers 1.
Mhm.
Number 8, Iron Man 2. Number 9, Civil War.
Should have been 1.
Should have been 2. Number 10, The Hulk. Should have been all the fuck up there. Number 11, Guardians 2.
That's too high, man.
That's about right.
I feel that's too high.
No, that one's an okay.
I don't know, man.
As compared to the other
I mean,
atrocities
yeah.
on this list.
All right,
What do we got? What is that? Guardians 2. Number 12 is Doctor Strange. 13, Ant-Man. 14, Thor. 15, Winter Soldier, which right here, that's what that hurt. That's the one that hurt me the most.
What, the
How
Winter Soldier?
fucking
Why?
bad. How fucking
I
bad.
want to ask you, why do you have it so low?
I think he's a George St. Pierre fan, and when Cap fucking flip kicked him into that door.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
When GSP got flip kicked by
Yeah.
Captain America.
So 16 is Ultron. 17, Thor 2, and 18 is Cap 1. Man, we didn't like Cap 1. No one was a big fan of the first Avenger. It was stale. It was boring.
It was very. It was a really terrible way to jumpstart that one. Wait, man, hold on.
What was I
Bitch.
saying?
Leslie said that her top movies are Ragnarok, so 1, Civil War is 2, Winter Soldier, Iron Man is 4th, Black Panther's 5th, then Guardians, the first one, then the first Avengers, and then Homecoming.
So we got
that's like her first 8.
We got a pretty good consensus for the top movies.
Yeah.
I feel like
Well,
our list ain't gonna make nobody mad aside from Griffin's list. Although I can see Iron Man being the number 1. That I agree with. And Guardians 2, I used to have Guardians as my top for a long time.
Yeah, Guardians was one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah.
The movie was just bad. Well, in just like what parts of it didn't you like exactly?
But
Cause I love that movie, man. I love that shit.
so here's what we want to do now that we kind of addressed that. We can continue talking about the list in a second.
Mm-hmm.
We want to give sort of predictions about Infinity War. Now these are not spoilers. These are strictly our
Opinions.
opinions. We have not seen the movie. We have no idea what's gonna
We're
happen.
watching it tomorrow, so
Yeah.
again, no stream.
We know
tomorrow.
nothing. The only thing we know are from interviews, and that's just common knowledge at this
Mhm.
point. So, we're gonna kind of give our predictions of who's gonna die because it's known some characters are gonna die in this movie.
Yeah, they people, the actors and the Russo brothers have gone on record that shit is permanent, and the stakes are high. Like people are gonna die. Like that's common knowledge. So I'm ready to go in with a box of Kleenex.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to cry.
Not for beating my meat.
So here's what while Griffin addresses his list of atrocities here, and why he put Captain America 2 so low. Hector, this is good entertainment. That's what this is.
What
so
you say?
he said, "What the fuck is a stream?" So
Hector, what the fuck is
No,
all your streams?
so here's the thing. I think wholeheartedly
Mm.
that aside from, I think Vision's gonna die, for sure. I'm just gonna start with the obvious ones.
Yeah.
Vision's gonna die just because he does have the stone in his fucking forehead, and Thanos needs that. Thanos needs that stone.
My thing would be, I'd be pissed. I'd be hard pressed to be upset if he doesn't.
Here's why. Here's my argument why I say is his death might be the only one that's not permanent. In a way, because remember, Vision was Jarvis prior in this world. He was Jarvis.
Again,
So
we
so
keep going back to this.
that's what I'm saying. So yes, that incarnation of Jarvis, I mean that Vision would be dead, but Jarvis can be remade easily by Tony Stark. But that entails that this doesn't happen, which is another reason why I'm on the fence about it, because I also think Iron Man's dead in this movie.
I feel like Iron Man would be one of the ones to go, just because he's kind of on his last ropes, and they've kind of made that very apparent in the other movies, where he's kind of like he's getting a little old for this shit.
Yeah.
And not only that, in the trailers, he gets fucking rocked multiple times. He gets punched in the fucking face.
Yeah,
he gets like choke slammed onto the floor.
My thing is, when he gets laid the fuck out by Thanos, I wouldn't be surprised if he died right there. Yeah. I'm just like, if he just didn't get back
like
up.
there's a lot of scenes where like his whole armor is getting ripped apart and shit. Like Cap stabbed him with a shield. Wait, yeah, I think he would die. Only that, and the fact that Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. has gone on record to say that like he doesn't want to do.
Well, the thing is, he's been on record saying he almost opted out of the contract before.
Right.
So I think reason why, because of the contracts and the negotiations, I think he's out.
But I don't know if he, because I think he said that he might do 4 for Iron Man.
Yeah, but these people are at this point. Remember, Marvel's very smart.
Yeah.
He could have just said that. You never know if they planted people saying that. Just like Thor might die in this movie, even though Hemsworth said, oh yeah, I want to do the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Even though Hemsworth
but realistically,
said that.
He's probably not gonna die just because of Ragnarok had too much happen. If Thor dies, fuck all the Asgard. There it goes. You get me? I don't want to see an Asgard movie. I don't want to see that.
See, but if he dies, what they could do is set up, like, depending on what happens, they can set up a different Thor. You know what I'm saying? Because there are different variations of Thor.
Here's my prediction, honestly, because let me finish the deaths first. Captain America's also dead, in my opinion, because
I think he's straight just dead.
Yeah, here's why. Aside from the fact that his character arc is sort of coming to an end here.
Yeah, the
Bucky's kind of solved already. Wakanda took care of that. They took care of that. But Chris Evans has gone on record also saying he wants to direct movies. He doesn't want to kind of act anymore. So he's hard pressed to not sign another contract. Granted, I don't know his extension of his contract if he has any more movies under there, but he's openly said he wants to direct and get out of it.
If there is a time for Chris Evans to stop
Yeah.
being Captain America, it's now. Like, yeah, it's now.
So yeah, I think he's gonna die. But here's the thing. In the comics, Infinity War, that comic broke everything. Timelines. It shattered everything because when he got the Infinity Stone, when he got all of them, right? When he got the gauntlets, that shit broke everything and just set everything, kind of reset some storylines. It created, it fucking clashed them. So here's my prediction: these characters are gonna die, but the mantle's not dead, right? So for example, Captain America dies. Either Bucky, which I think it's more likely gonna be Bucky, because I don't see Captain America and Bucky dying. Bucky's gonna take up that mantle. In my opinion, or Falcon.
I would be. That's probably what's gonna happen. Someone's gonna take up the mantle of Cap. And I feel like Bucky would be the one to do it, just because Cap spent this whole time trying to fucking chase after Bucky and shit.
They wouldn't build that up for him to not take the mantle.
And like Falcon's not really, Falcon's cool or whatever, but you can tell he likes being Falcon. You know what I'm saying? Where Bucky's closer to being a Captain America figure.
He's a super soldier also.
He's also a super soldier. Yeah.
So with that regard, I think that stuff like that, I don't think they're gonna reset when he gets the gauntlet or whatever. I don't think it's gonna reset stuff as crazy as it did in the comics, but I think it will open up universes and shit where, for example, Chris Hemsworth might die. Here comes female Thor.
That's what I was thinking.
I don't see, that's not outside of the realm. I don't know but
okay.
here's the problem with that though. The cinematic universe fans are not the same as comic book fans. Comic book fans are more open because they're used to that shit getting shaken up every so often. Storylines, here all of a sudden Spider-Man's black. Here's a female Thor. You know what I'm saying? But the movie audiences are a little more different. So I don't know if Marvel would, because that is a huge risk, especially with the success that the movies are coming out.
Why not?
No, I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying I don't know if something like female Thor will happen. While what will be a good bet though, Ironheart.
I feel like Ironheart would be a thing. Which, again, if you don't know who Ironheart is, it's basically the new Iron Man. So, like, Iron Man, Tony Stark gave up being Iron Man, and then this girl, I forget her name, it's like Riri Thompson?
I forgot her name.
But
she's an African-American chick, teenager.
She's like a teen.
She's teen, right?
Yeah, who like made her own suit, and Tony Stark takes her under her wing and makes her Ironheart. So it's like a female Iron Man.
Yeah, so in that regard,
I feel like
I think that could happen.
I saw a lot of people saying that like what would be cool if there was a scene with Black Panther's sister and Tony Stark, and if he dies, that she takes the mantle.
That would make
Ironheart.
That would make sense
because she's smart enough to do it.
Yeah,
you know
that
what
would
I'm
make sense, and that would actually negate the whole storyline where Tony Stark, who would be dead if this happens, would teach her. Like, how would she become Iron Man? She already knows technology. Yeah. She's already super smart. She's already a badass fighter.
And she's obviously more developed than Tony Stark.
Exactly. So that would be great.
Yeah, so I mean, like that's one of those things where I'd be like, yeah, fuck it, like I'll be down with that. As far as going back to female Thor, if they do it, about who would be female Thor, it's not gonna be Jane because one, there is no Jane.
No, Jane's gone.
Jane's gone. Natalie Portman was like, I don't want to fucking do these movies no more.
Who brought Jane in? I don't know.
No, I'm saying that because in the comics, female Thor is Jane. I think it's is it Jane?
I don't think so.
I think it is.
I don't think so.
But the one person in Ragnarok who didn't die is that girl. She was in the original group of people that Thor used to run around with. I forget her name. It's like,
but she doesn't have the God of Thunder power.
So
Thor has that now.
But he can.
I think Thor for sure safe. He just became God of Thunder.
Yeah, I'm saying if they do that, like, who would it be?
Here's another thing we have to take into consideration, and I think this is what they're in a beautiful spot because what's happening in the background of all these movies, the Fox deal, that just happened. That's happening.
That closed?
Yeah, I believe that closed. So they got the property. I think they got X-Men back in like those properties that Fox had, or at least they're gonna do like a pseudo Spider-Man. No, they bought them outright, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But here's the thing, because the Infinity Gauntlet in the comics, tore everything up. You know what I'm saying? This is an easy way to restart some storylines, and bring in X-Men, bring in, you know what I'm saying, Fantastic Four. You get me? So I think is this going to be phase 4? This is the end of phase 3.
Yeah, this is the end of phase 3.
So phase 4, I think we're going to see new X-Men, and we're going to see, Fantastic Four. I don't know if they're going to get their own movies or whatever, but I think this will be the perfect way to bring them in, as opposed to just, here's Thanos is dead now, and, all of a sudden here's some new bad guys to fight. You get me? Well, I think that's perfect.
Griffin said there hasn't been anything closed yet. Antitrust lawsuits are being worked out on Disney. So no. Can we get a good Fantastic Four movie? Probably not. Anytime soon.
This is a little side thing, but Marvel doesn't have Fantastic Four. I think Fox does. And what Marvel actually did, these people are slimy as hell. They closed down the comics. Fantastic Four comics got discontinued a couple years ago. Strictly so
they don't get revenue for it.
So they don't. So that kind of dies out. Fantastic Four. So even if they make movies, which they made that Michael B. Jordan one. That shit was garbage. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And so then they kind of shut out. And they now just started Fantastic Four.
They
just started the comics again.
It's coming back. Like, the characters were still popping in and here and there. That, like, they didn't kill them off or anything, but the Fantastic Four comics were just stopped, which is wild. But
it's just stupid. Yeah. And it's like the characters that that are safe are, like, if we have to talk about characters who are
safe,
it's like obviously the ones that have the sequels announced already. So Ant-Man and Wasp, they're fine. I wish they would have.
I think that was a mistake to show. But this is not so much a prediction as it is so much of a marketing complaint. Here's the thing: if Thanos is as big and bad and as fucking crazy as they're making it out to be, and people are gonna die, and this is gonna change everything, he got the Infinity Stones. You look at the Ant-Man trailer. Does this take place after that? They look totally fucking fine.
Yeah, that's one of those things where people don't really know where the Ant-Man movie takes place. Is it like the Homecoming, where it's kind of the in between? You know what I'm saying? Because Homecoming was like a few months after Civil War. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was like, what if Ant-Man's movie is just a few months after Civil War?
But then nothing happened. Or actually, it could be a reset universe. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing.
Or that too, where like these next movies that may not have anything to do with Infinity War, it could just be new universes being made, and if that's the case, you can pump out new versions of new movies. Like if you want to reboot Captain America in a few years or whatever the fuck. Like
well, they said that he's dead in this universe.
I know, but I'm saying like if they wanted to bring back or some shit, like it's a fine transition because it's like you really don't have to explain shit.
Yeah, I crazy saying that people think Ant-Man is right before Civil War, which would make sense, but the only thing that's kind of stopping that is unless it's necessarily a prequel, Marvel doesn't really retro. They don't really go back.
Well, they did it with Homecoming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but they didn't go.
No, they did go back.
That took place after Civil War.
Yeah, but I think that wasn't the next movie after Civil War. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but what I'm saying, the main story didn't. There were stories going on parallel to it, but it didn't go back to it. Didn't go before the movie the biggest movie that just happened. You know what I'm saying? They don't really do it. Like once you're here, the movie might take place here. It might have flashbacks, but they never really go like here.
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with like what happened to Ant-Man after the fact, because it could I don't know. It could explain like him developing, being Giant Man and all this other shit.
Also, yeah, where is Hawkeye? So, Hawkeye, I think he's safe. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Hawkeye's gonna die.
See, they played with his fate in Ultron.
Yeah, and he survived that shit.
Which I kind of wish he died.
Hawkeye?
Yeah.
Nah, I like Hawkeye.
Just because they kept playing on like, oh, I got a family, and he took a close
Hawkeye
one.
was probably one of the most grounded characters. Like he's the one that they show you.
Imagine he dead. Imagine he gets shot up.
Yeah, but the thing is, just because he was grounded, don't mean that death would be impactful. Just because, here's why. If Hawkeye died, I don't think they'll be like, it'll be the same thing as Quicksilver died. It's like, oh, he just got here.
No, that one was, why the fuck did you kill him? That was stupid as fuck.
I'll tell you why. They had another Quicksilver in the X-Men universe that was killing the game. That's why.
Yeah, they were just like, they saw Days of Future Past. They're like, shit, they killed this dude.
But no, I mean,
and then the new wave, you already know who's safe. The new Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Ant-Man. This is the new wave. The new, I think, the Phase 3.
Bro, like
characters. Like there's not even. No, they're fine. What if War Machine dies? Do you think War Machine would die?
I think that'd be wasted if he died.
Why would it be wasted if he died?
Because it's like, oh, War Machine died.
Yeah, but it's like the same thing as like, what if Scarlet Witch died? Or
War Machine died for me when Terrence Howard stopped playing him. So.
I like Don Cheadle as
I
like Don Cheadle as.
See, War Machine needs to die because that Tony Stank joke at the end of
that
shit was trash.
That was Stanley's.
Stanley needs to go too. What if Stanley gets punched out in the cameo in this movie?
What if Stanley comes back as
funny question? Would a Stanley cameo make sense in this movie? Because I feel like this movie is way darker. But I remember where he left off last. Stanley is with those alien people in the sky. For the Vision, the Observers, or what are they called?
Are they called Watchers?
The Watchers,
Observers. I think they're called Watchers.
He said Rotten Tomatoes on new movie. Over under 92%. Over.
He said
I'm going over.
I think it would be over.
I'm going over. I'm guessing 98. I'm roughly 98. I want it to be 100 because the Russo brothers are normally pretty good at directing shit.
And that was one of my like I remember people were like
Watchers. That's what they are.
Watchers. Yes, yeah, I knew.
Remember that's where he left off, and they confirmed that Stanley's a Watcher.
Yeah, so I mean, like, because is it Infinity War or Ultron where, like, when shit breaks, one of the Watchers is like, y'all fucked up. Like, the Watcher who's in charge of Earth was like, doesn't one of the Watchers tell them, like, whatever happened with the Infinity Stones, like, you fucked up the universe or some shit like that? Doesn't like, one of the Watchers come to them? You know, like, imagine Stan Lee just shows up and he has, like, he's a Watcher and he's like, y'all fucked up? It's like,
and then Thanos punches his ass out.
And Thanos like... See, who are secondary characters who do you think would like a Hawkeye or like a Scarlet Witch or like a Black Widow
that I would like to die?
Like who do you think would die if
they're gonna kill off a secondary?
Do you think they would? Do you think they'll kill off a secondary character?
If anybody, and I don't want it to happen, but I think it'll be Hawkeye.
You think it'd be Hawkeye?
Yeah, because I mean Hawkeye's like he's the safe bet in the movies. You know, Black Widow.
I feel like they would.
I don't think they'd kill Black Widow. It feels wrong. I don't know why it would feel wrong to kill Black Widow.
I feel like there's been talks of like having her have her solo movie, and if they kill her, there's gonna be like issues. You know what I'm saying? Because there was talks as like, where's the Black Widow solo movie? Like,
well, I don't want that.
No, I'm saying, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if they don't kill her because of that? You know what I'm saying? Because
I crazy thinks one of the Guardians is gonna die.
One of the Guardians would die.
Yeah.
Who do you think would die?
Groot. So he could come back again.
To come back as
another branch.
Dumbass stick. You know James Gunn has said like Groot from 1 is dead.
Yeah, it's a different.
He's a new Groot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like who would die? I don't think
Peter. From the Guardians?
Yeah, I don't think Peter Quill would die.
Imagine Gamora died.
I would say Gamora just because that's her dad.
That's her dad.
And she's gonna be like, stop it, dad, and he's gonna be like, shut up, bitch, and he's gonna knock her out.
Do you think
the blue bitch Nebula? Yeah, the blue bitch.
Because she wants revenge on Thanos. Do you think that
She said, "No, Alex. What did I say? You gotta catch me up because I don't know.
What did you say?
I don't know. I said, "No, Alex."
Because like I think that they'll kill off Nebula so that these are my like prediction because in the trailers they show the Thanos doing his Thanos shit and Gamora as a little baby be like, "Oh, come here, daddy," right? So I feel like that whole that whole father-daughter dynamic of Gamora and Thanos is gonna be a big thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, what if this is my guess? Nebula tries some shit, right?
Yeah.
And
Thanos
kills her,
punches her ass
right?
out. Yeah.
And it causes Gamora to go on a spree and then kills Thanos. Do you think
Gamora?
Yeah.
You think a movie this big they're gonna let Zoe Saldana kill Thanos? You think Thanos is gonna die?
See, I don't know, but I'm saying like, what
what
if Gamora does something like maybe not kill him, but like affects like because of that whole dynamic affects like what happens next.
Here's my thought process was kind of on the ending and touching on that. This movie has been built up for damn near 7 years now, right? Mm-hmm. Thanos has been built up as this crazy ass villain,
this monster.
And remember, the original plan for this movie was 2 movies. There was Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2. Part 2 is not happening anymore.
Right.
So, do you really think Thanos is going to be a villain that'll just show up here and get killed off in this movie?
No.
That's the thing. You don't build up something like that. And if that happens, unless it's doing like something good with it.
Well, there is talks that they were saying that like the last sequence, the last big sequence is like a half an hour long. Like the fight,
it's gonna take 30 minutes. 7 years building up that motherfucker. You're gonna
30
minutes.
I think they said like the last chunk of the movie is a fight, like a big fight.
You know, I think it's gonna happen though, bro. I think it's gonna look like he's gonna die or whatever. And the timeline's gonna break. That movie's gonna end with the timeline breaking and resetting. And Phase 4 is gonna be brand fucking new.
I feel that.
That's what I think. I don't think Thanos is gonna die.
Yeah, the people are asking. Yeah, they stopped at Infinity War 1 and 2. They just made it one movie now.
Yeah.
And this movie's supposed to be like the longest movie out of all of them. I think it's like almost 3 hours. Is it 3 hours?
It's like, it's not that Infinity War 2 isn't happening. It's that the 2 parts are so different that they're backed off the title.
What do you mean?
So it's no longer Infinity War Part 2, but the battle continues. That's what I'm saying. Thanos is not gonna die in this movie. It's not like
they really. I thought they really stopped the second one.
No, I don't. No, I'm telling you, it's too big. They've been building up for too long for this to be in one movie.
Yeah, but then now it's like, does he like now? If they do it like that, is he like, oh fuck you guys, and he disappears, and then now like the spin-off movies happen, and then he just comes back like, I'm back, fuck you.
Smoke bomb, and he'll be back in the next movie. It'll be, and at the end, it'll be like Thanos will return.
He'll be like, you hurt me. He takes some sand, like fuck your eyes, and then he like fuck your one eye, Thor. He'd be like, I don't have the other one, and he runs away, and then like the side movies come back, and he comes back with more sand, like fuck your other eye.
Nah, I don't know, man. It's such a weird. They're in a weird place because there's a lot going on behind the scenes too with contracts and stuff like that. Like they're in a position that's just. It's crazy. Like, literally, from here on out, anything can be different. And the only thing that's kind of, like, stopping me from saying is this is going to reset everything is fucking Ant-Man 2. Just because I have no idea when that place takes.
And
like, they should not have shown that trailer yet. That should have been
that was a marketing kind of fucked. It was kind of fucked. Because it's like...
What up, Carlos?
It kind of had more questions than anything. You know, it added more questions to, wait, where the fuck does this fit in? You know what I'm saying? And even after the fact, because the way the movie is, it's like, well, where the fuck does this fit in? Because like, let's say some huge shit happens, and then that movie comes out. It's like, well, where the fuck does this fit in?
And also, like, I wonder. This is probably the more boring part of it, but I wonder how like the law in that universe is gonna change after this. Because you know
the
laws, like you know how the Sokovian articles and all that are.
The Sokovian Accord.
Yeah, that. It's like that's all in there. Like, I wonder if shit changes when. You know, motherfuckers from space are coming in again, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to amend certain things in that.
They're probably gonna be like, it's like, oh, we didn't think this through. Oh shit.
Like, hold up.
It's like, what?
Hold up now.
That purple thing in the sky. Wait.
We're talking about Infinity War, Carlos.
Yeah, we're talking about Infinity War.
So yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm wary though. Just because I don't want to overhype myself for this movie, just because so much rides on it.
My thing is that I was worried at first because, and this was like the original issue when Civil War was happening, was like there's too many characters. How is this going to work?
But the Russos did it, right?
But the Russos did that one.
Yeah.
And they
Russos did Winter Soldier.
And the Russos also did Winter Soldier, which are my 2 favorite movies of the MCU.
I will say this: if this was what's that man's name? Directed the first Avengers. He did Firefly.
I thinking of his name, but I can't.
Oh my god, I know his name too. What's the name of the guy? I keep thinking like Joel Edgerton, but that's not right. That's the I keep thinking Josh Brolin, but that's not it.
That's also not right. It's not it. He's Thanos.
But
who's the guy who made the first Avengers movie?
I forgot his name.
Let me look up his name. And I have it. Like I feel
Whedon.
it.
Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon.
Joss Whedon. So if it was him directing it, I'd be mega worried.
Yeah.
Mega worried.
Yeah.
But because it's the Russo brothers,
That's what
they can handle something this big.
Because they've done it twice. You know what I'm saying? Like they handled Winter Soldier, which was a lot bigger, which was bigger scale than the first Avengers.
Yeah.
I mean, which was a bigger scale than the first.
Bigger scale than most of the fucking movies in this thing.
And there was weight.
No, we're wrong. It was Tim Tebow for sure.
Oh, you're right.
Tim Tebow directed Avengers.
I forget. See, there was weight to that one, and then Civil War, which balanced all these characters and all that stuff, which did it well. It gave everybody like a good amount of screen time.
Bro, sci-fi. Happy dies in this movie.
I'd be like, why?
Would you be sad if Happy dies?
Yeah, I'd be sad.
I'd be sad if they killed him.
Happy. Happy's like one of my favorite side characters.
But
Happy died.
Yeah, Nick. It's my brother. This is my brother. We're brothers. That's how we know each other. He asked how we know each other.
Yeah, we're brothers.
But yeah, man. I don't know. I hope some of my predictions come true. I hope some of them don't.
Realistically speaking, if I'm talking about like who would die, like, yeah, you should be dead. Black Widow should be dead.
Why?
She ain't do a goddamn thing.
Does she have powers?
No.
Or is she like Red Sparrow? She's like that movie with what's her face? The Hunger Games bitch.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
No, she's legit.
That's
Jennifer Lawrence and
right?
Red Sparrow.
Okay, yeah. Let's see.
She's just a secret
This
agent.
is one of my gripes. Why the hell is she even considering fighting Thanos? That's like when The Rock decided to fight monsters with George.
That's when.
Like, what are you doing?
That's when The Rock decided to use a grenade launcher against fucking.
But that
was
that made sense. Black Widow against Thanos. No sense.
None of that made no fucking sense.
Nah, but grenade launchers are grenade launcher.
The most useless motherfuckers in that group. Hawkeye?
Hawkeye's not useless.
No, I'm saying, well, what the fuck is this dumbass arrows gonna do against Thanos?
He's mega. It's the same thing. Pick Iron Man is. I take him out the suit. He's fucking useless.
Yeah, but
so put technology on his arrows.
Well,
and that motherfucker don't miss.
He misses.
His whole gimmick is that he doesn't miss.
I ain't no bullseye.
But I'm saying is. The same reason why you could put Iron Man in this thing, because without the suit he's dead.
Well, yeah, but that's different though.
No, it's not, because it's already showcased that he has those aren't, he's not shooting fucking Legolas ass arrows. There's technology in those arrows.
Yeah, but to say that Hawkeye is fine because he has arrows, and
it's to say the same thing that
Iron Man, who has probably a half Chitauri, which is that alien from the first movie's suit, which transforms on command.
You're telling me that Iron Man wouldn't, which I mean I already know he did, but you said he wouldn't help advance the technology of Hawkeye's arrows?
He probably did.
All right then.
Okay, but
that's the same reason.
Unless he made Hawkeye a fucking hawk suit.
No, here's the same reason why fucking Spider-Man holds a chance in this fight. Tony Stark fixed his suit up.
He gave
Tony
him
Stark's not about to be there like, you kid who doesn't know how to fucking use his power, you get a cool suit. You who's been on my squad since the first Avengers movie and has helped me out this whole time, you can use your fucking wooden arrows.
No, you know what? He probably gave him cool arrows, but it's like, if Thanos is as close to I am to you, fuck your arrows, right? At least Spider-Man and Iron Man have fucking suits probably made from the alien technology, probably. Or probably from vibranium.
So what you're saying is, since Hawkeye hasn't been shown, if he rolls up, if he's in the movie, if he rolls up in a decked out the Hawkeye suit,
if he comes out looking like a hawk and he's like and gouges out Thanos' eyes with like little arrows as talons, like,
dude, what if that's how the movie ends?
That's how it's like out, everybody's on the floor like, and Thanos like, you fool, now I shall break, and then you hear like. What and then Thanos just like, what the fuck is that, bro? And he just look up, it's like, it's me, Hawkeye, motherfucker. And he's a bird.
Family.
I'm a bird. And he's like, my eyes.
And he just like feet claws his eyes.
He's just like, that's how it ends.
Dude, 10 out of 10 movie.
Mm-hmm. What about Loki? I think Loki. You know what? I think Loki's gonna die.
No,
I think Loki will die.
No,
Why not?
So I don't think so.
You just said no.
No, not because I don't think so.
I feel like what happens is that because they showed in the trailers, Loki's
gonna be a snake bitch,
and he
try to bow down to
he
Thanos.
gave him the Tesseract.
Yeah,
and it's already been said that Thanos was the one that gave Loki his army in the first movie. Like that's known.
That did happen.
Right. So, he could have just been playing the field, you know what I'm saying, and gave him, and finally fulfilled what he needed to do and gave him the Tesseract.
He's like, I'm a bird, I'm a bird, Morty. I turned myself into a bird. I thought he was gonna come in.
Turn myself into a bird, Marty. But I feel like what's gonna happen is that he, in the scene in the trailer where he's like, I got it. Like I gave here's your
Thanos says thank you, and Gears of War curb stomps him.
That's exactly what I think he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, cause in the trailer he fucking crushes the Tesseract.
Oh, Captain Marvel is in this movie.
Yeah, Captain Marvel. Why the fuck?
I forgot.
Her movie's like set in like World War something, like not World War something, but like way back then.
Great.
It's a prequel movie.
Another fucking Wonder Woman.
It's like it's like a Wonder Woman.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, I feel like what Thanos gonna do is gonna break it, take it, and he's like, well, I have no use for you no more. Get cursed on, and kills him. Like, I think.
You think they'll do Loki like that?
Yeah, they'll do Loki like that. Wouldn't that be the most like shocking things? If like,
well, see,
all that bullshit.
Here's the thing. I think he'll survive it.
I don't think he would.
The Hulk slammed this motherfucker, and the Hulk has unlimited power.
Thanos has destroyed entire planets.
So has Hulk.
No, he has not.
Bet.
In the MCU, no, he's not.
But the Hulk has.
And matter of fact, he literally has the Tesseract on his fist. Imagine you get punched in the face by an Infinity Stone.
No, Abel. People were doing deep dives on the trailer, and you can see her in the background in one of the shots. You can see Captain Marvel back there. Her.
And I really don't think there's a second one anymore. I really don't think that.
We're not talking about the second one regardless.
I know, but you keep saying she's in the second one. Like, there's not gonna be a second one.
Who cares? We'll find out tomorrow if there's a second one.
There was all of these characters will be in the second
Infinity
War.
He's like, they're dying in the next one.
Gotta wait a whole year, bitch. Like,
but a year. This coming out next year?
I don't even think there's a second one happening.
I don't like this.
They dropped it. They dropped the second one and then made this one the longest.
All right, Griffin. Yeah, I didn't know he hated Marvel. That makes so much sense now. That makes sense. He did say he was a Marvel hater though. He said I thought it was a joke.
I thought it was a joke too.
Yeah.
But I thought he was like, "Oh boy, time to troll," but no, he was serious. He was very serious.
The filler movies, fucking Ant-Man.
Filler movies, Ant-Man and Captain Marvel. Those are the filler movies.
I wanted to see Captain Marvel until I just found out it was fucking World War II.
What does it matter if it's in the past?
It doesn't move anything forward. Like it's like it's just shit that already technically happened at this point in the main story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's like when you're watching. I'm just gonna use Naruto as an example because Renee was telling me about this part, saying that she was watching Naruto and all of a sudden they had a bunch of just dream sequences for like 27 episodes or something like that. It's like,
what the fuck?
Exactly, like they're trapped in a place and you're like, oh man, I want them to get out. Here's 27 episodes of the dreams that they're having while they're trapped. It's like that. It's equivalent of that.
Who the fuck says Naruto good, man?
No, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, oh, Infinity War just happens, the biggest movie, blah 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 blah. Here's Captain Marvel takes place fucking 65 years before.
Oh wait, real quick, I want to touch on this thing that Abel said. He told me, I told John he dead to me from Thursday evening to Friday afternoon because he'll be watching sooner. And I told him, I'm like, once I get mine, you're fucked.
No, I would never spoil.
No, I would never do that.
I
except if you're able.
Except if you're able, Juarez Media. So, real quick, before I know this is off topic, but he says, do you think the Solo movie will be any good?
For Captain Marvel?
No, Solo.
Oh, the Solo movie.
No, do you think Solo is going to be any good? So I'm gonna touch on this real quick because it is still Disney. Okay,
I'm getting bad feelings.
Here's the thing. It has horrible trailers, in my opinion. The trailers are bad.
Yeah.
No idea why. But we are in a time right now where the trailers either tell you the whole movie or it's a bad trailer and the movie comes out decent. The Rock's movies are a testament to bad trailers showing you.
Yeah, The Rock is 2 for 2.
So it's Disney and it's Star Wars. I don't think they'll release a shitty Star Wars movie at this point. So the movie is probably better than the trailers let off, but it does look bad by the trailers.
All of the marketing for this movie looks like an indie, like a smaller film produced, like a smaller produced, like obviously not a full blown Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
The posters look
bad.
Shit. The trailers look
shit. And here's the thing. And here's another reason why I'm sort of worried about it. I'm still gonna watch it and go in full expectation, whatever, because it's Star Wars. But it's coming out in May.
Which is weird.
Yeah, which is weird because Last Jedi just came out less than 6 months, about 7 months ago now. And Star Wars movies normally come out for the winter season, Christmas time.
What do you mean less than 7? What?
It's April. That came out in November or December.
Came out in December.
Oh, so fucking 5 months ago.
Yeah.
So
get your math right.
So yeah, so 5 months, 6 months later, the Solo's gonna come out. It's kind of weird. Like even Rogue One came out there for the winter season. Just the timing of it is weird, and the fact that like
that's your Star Wars movie.
No,
for the
and
year?
here's the reason why. Disney owns all the property that's about to slam dunk the summer market, right?
Yeah.
Why would they throw Solo, a movie that is arguably less popular than the Star Wars franchise, right? Because it's a side story, Why would they throw that in between Infinity War and Deadpool? Why would they throw them at the same time? I'm saying? I don't think they have faith in it.
I think that's what it is.
Because you're literally, it's like when you put a podcast up and go live at the same time. You're gonna steal your own views. Why would you do that if you don't have faith in the movie? So you're pretty much. I think they're playing it safe because they know Infinity War is gonna make money. They just came off of Black Panther and they know Deadpool 2 is gonna make money.
I feel
Let's throw Solo in there.
I feel like it's a safety net.
Yeah.
Well, does Marvel really still make money off of that, even though it's Deadpool? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's contracts going involved everywhere. Yeah, Disney makes money off that. It's not obviously as much as like the.
Well, I'm pretty sure, but like they get a piece of it.
Yeah, there's money.
Okay. Well, I think that's what it is because like everything about that movie screams like it's like red flag as far as Star Wars, and everything just feels disingenuous. Like it's obviously all movies are like to make money, but this is just this one just feels like a blatant cash grab. Rogue One felt like a legitimate movie to like show like paying homage to like what happened before, right? You know how you felt like that one felt genuine.
Yeah.
This just feels like
I disagree. I have to disagree. It's so like it's the Kessel Run.
I don't even think it's the Kessel Run.
I think it is because it talks about how he was a smuggler before, and like Han Solo is one of the characters that has some of the richest backstory, and they never showed it. They just wink at it here and there.
But that's one of those things. Like, do you really want to know that?
Yeah.
The only thing I would really want to know about is the Kessel Run, and if it isn't that, you fucked up. It should have been the Kessel Run.
That's the thing. That Solo is. Remember, this is the most famous bounty hunter. Or what is he technically a bounty hunter or smuggler? The most famous smuggler in the galaxy, right? That's his whole story. Mm-hmm. Don't you want to know how he got that point, or you just want to take it like, yeah, he's that?
Yeah.
Same thing with you.
I don't ever want to see. I don't want to see another origin story of how someone came to be, unless it's something like.
But you took Rogue One though, and you literally know how that ended. You have no idea what Han Solo's gonna do with this movie.
Yeah, but I mean that's the thing though. Even though that's some shit, that these characters are gonna fucking die. Yeah, but it's like. That shit felt genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like everything about that movie was, it fits perfectly. It's fine. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think this movie doesn't feel genuine. I think it's just the market is bad. That's just where I'm gonna leave it.
This isn't. Again, I hope that's what that is.
Yeah, this isn't. But I do think it's just like they don't have faith in it. That's why they dropped it in between two big fucking franchises.
Yeah.
Unless they have all the faith in it and they're like, yo, it can compete with.
I don't Infinity think that War. It will mention the Venom trailer or something like that. We don't have to go into that if you don't want to.
Now we can talk about that later, dude. Kylo Ren's sexy as fuck. Anyway,
Kylo Ren can get it.
Yeah. But we hope you enjoyed this sort of freeform podcast / live stream interactive session. It was fun. I liked it.
It felt really good.
I preferred this to offline, honestly.
I do, because you can have the conversations with the people as it's happening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it too. And like if you like this kind of format, we'll have it every Wednesday here.
Yeah, if you like it, but you guys gotta like it to let us know that you like it.
Yeah,
like literally click the like button, not just like it.
Put a thumbs up on it. If not, comment.
Yeah, like let us know
in the offlines. Let us know if you enjoyed this kind of format, because it'd be cool if we did other stuff than just the gameplay lives.
Right, because we're more than just pretty faces who can miss shots.
We're more than just taking L's in PUBG.
Right, and we're more than sucking dick in Fortnite.
We can talk about stuff sometimes.
But yeah, so if you could do like it, make sure to drop a like, let us know, because we are slowly moving, not away from games on YouTube, but bringing more type of content like this. And
trying to diversify our portfolio.
Yeah, the live portfolio, because we like doing this shit live. We love interacting with you guys on the fly. Like, you guys were essentially the third guest in this podcast, and that felt amazing.
Yeah, and it's always fun that we can talk to you guys as we're doing it. You know what I'm saying? And before the podcast was like, we want to have the conversation, was like literally we can have the conversation as we're doing it.
Yeah. So if you guys like them, make sure to like it. And remember, no stream tomorrow.
No,
because we're watching Infinity War. But the review will go live Friday, and
Yes.
then we'll be streaming tomorrow Friday night for sure.
Yes.
So
All of that.
all of that. Or should we review it live like this?
If y'all want to see it reviewed
Because
live,
if we it'll either be live or it'll be the format that we did the last review, and that shit took fucking forever to put out.
we talking about
The Rampage review. Remember how we tried that? And we'll figure that out. We'll figure it out fine. But guys, we're not gonna spoil it. We take pride in the fact that our reviews, like we do. You can see it if you watch our older reviews. We struggle. We care about not spoiling the movie so much, or we struggle
to get our
points out because we don't want to spoil it. We don't want to be those people.
Yeah,
like,
I never want to be that guy who has to spoil shit.
We hate when people do that to us. We will never do that to you guys.
So if you ever come to I want that to be precedent, like that, set that precedent. If you ever come to us about a movie review of a movie that just came out, or you've been skeptical of watching a movie review of ours, we never spoil.
Yeah, we don't spoil it.
We don't do that.
So, Robert said, "Do it live."
Do it.
I'd rather do. Yeah, either that or we're gonna spend fucking 8 hours editing that video. Yeah, I'm right here with you, laying down.
Yeah, bitch, you can God of War. You're gonna be like, you got it.
Yeah, no, our reviews, like I said, we're not gonna spoil them. We're not gonna go into details because this is such a big movie. It means a lot to us. We're not gonna say like, "Yo, this motherfucker died."
Right. No, we would never do.
It'll be very vague to the point where you guys will not know what we're talking about. Yeah. But anyway, guys, we will see you guys Friday on this channel.
Yes.
For sure.
Remember again, leave a thumbs up here if you do enjoy this format, or comment after the fact here, or let us know in Discord or whatever.
Well, here's the thing: we might not be able to do it live because a lot of people are gonna see it Friday night.
Yeah.
When will we go live?
Thursday. I don't fucking know, man. I don't work here, bro.
We'll probably do it offline. We'll probably do this review offline because
like I said, a lot of people
like
in the afternoon. Because probably people are gonna see it Friday night.
Yeah, but we'll figure it out. We'll play by ear.
Well, if you again, let us know what you want to see. If you want to see it live,
Conan, you're right. I'm gonna go live IRL stream while I'm watching the movie. I'm gonna be like this. Yo, this shit's crazy.
You're gonna hear dying.
in the theater. That's all
it's
we're
like
gonna do.
Thanos dying.
But yeah, guys. So we'll see you guys Friday.
Yes,
for sure.
Yes.
I go click the exit. I got it.
I'm already
closer.
I'm closer. Where you going? Sit back down. I got it. Excuse me. What's the button you want me to press? Man, that's what you gonna look like, bro.
Click the button.
Okay. Bye, y'all. Is you done?
Huh?
Stop it.
Motherfucker, you